It's all
This
spooky.
is Halloween,
it's kinda
Halloween,
spooky.
Halloween.
It's all spooky.
Halloween, Halloween.
Spooky, 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 spooky. Ooh, welcome. Welcome to Beauty and the Beards. I am your wonderful Hokage, here to guide you through this wonderful podcast, because this is exactly how the voice actor talked in the anime. Yes, it is. I'm your wonderful host, Naruto Uzumaki. I have the wonderful Ash Ketchum and the Devil. We are Spooky and the Beards. Well, welcome, everybody. Welcome to Beauty and the Beards. Welcome to the wonderful Halloween episode. I am your host, Al. I'm going to be the one guiding you through everything today. I hope that you do enjoy your stay while you're here. Do a few things for me. I need you to like the video. I need you to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell along with that, and then leave a comment down below about whose outfit you like the best for Halloween this year, along with what other parts of this podcast you love. We would love to hear your feedback. But without further ado, let's get into tonight's spooky episode. How y'all doing today?
I don't feel like we're spooky enough for saying welcome to the spooky episode.
Yeah, y'all look real scary.
I'm out here trying to catch them all, but
Oh, man.
I caught one.
I caught one. Caught one.
Jesus.
How you doing, Kiana? How are
Great.
you? You got
Fantastic.
you got your little weaponry back there. You didn't even show that out a little. Don't knock the.
Hello?
I thought you was about to drop it.
Oh man, got the wee old pitchfork. Oh man, coming out here to stab some butts. Coming here to stab some ass. I do got a mean itch for you. It's back there. I can't reach it. It's tough. Maybe you could help me out.
Can't have
I've unfortunately got to stop at the Poke Shop. I'm out of Pokeballs.
You were out of Pokeballs. I didn't bring any kunai with me, but with these hands, I don't really need much else. I'm going to be real with you. If y'all watch the anime, y'all know that this right here, this mode, this specific mode, certified as a bitch. So I really don't need a whole lot of weaponry. I'll be honest with you. I can do it with ease.
I use the one Master Ball that I get allotted in the entirety of the game, and somebody robbed me of the rest of the fucking things.
Catches a Weedle with it.
Damn, I was going to try to be like mildly cute or whatever and say that I caught Brittany, but damn. Now you're saying I caught a Weedle. You're saying I caught one of the worst Pokemon in the game.
Weedle's not one of the worst Pokemon in the game. He evolves into
Butterfree.
Oh, no, actually, he evolves into Beedrill. One of the coolest Pokemon in the game, actually.
Yeah,
maybe when you got Brittany, she was like the level of a Weedle. Not necessarily a Weedle, but the level of Weedle. And as y'all grew together, marriage was what turned her into the Beedrill. And now, she literally your whole life.
I guess technically, I caught her as a Pichu, and now she's a Pikachu because she's decided to be Pikachu for Halloween.
So when does she become Raichu and then take on the raspy cigarette voice that Raichu has? Where he goes, Raichu.
I could give it a solid
when
30
she gets
years.
old, yeah.
30 years.
When she gets old, that's when.
All right.
Older,
sick.
and the
Get to look forward to
the
that.
body starts to hate her
Oh man.
more than it already does.
So now if your wife is a Pikachu, the fuck are we? What are since you could see everybody as Pokemon, Mr. Ass Catch Ass.
Yeah, what are we?
She's Gothica for sure.
She's what?
Gothica, it's for like 5th or 6th gen.
The one that wears the big dress or whatever. Yeah.
For her, that's her for sure.
All right, come on. What am I?
Damn.
He didn't even have to think about mine.
Yeah.
Yours is totally a dragon type. I feel it. I feel it's a dragon type. The name of it slipped my mind right now. He's blue. I think he's from like 1st or 2nd gen. He was in the Emerald games.
It's not 1st and 2nd gen then, bud.
Is that the 3rd gen, isn't it? Yep, Emerald's 3rd gen.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yep, red and blue. Red and blue would be your 1st gen. Silver and gold would be your 2nd gen.
Damn it. All right.
Are you talking about him?
No, not Gyarados. Not Gyarados.
I think he's talking about the one that I had for a Pokemon of the week, for my pick of the week.
Oh, this is going to kill me.
Salamence.
Salamence. That's what it is.
yeah.
You give me Salamence vibes.
Talking salamanders. I could get with that. I can get with that. Even though my favorite Pokemon is absolutely Growlithe because he is the bestest boy ever.
Ninetales is my favorite.
Ninetales is dope too. Ninetales, like when I first seen Ninetales was definitely like that's a Pokemon I vibe with.
Especially the Galarian version where she's like
Oh,
the ice.
yeah.
She's so cool.
I'm about to say that's
love it.
I do like the form. Somebody did make I seen a post the other day that did kind of change my mind on some shit because like people over the years have been complaining about Pokemon kind of getting quote unquote lazy with their designs and with the shit they've been producing. Like nothing's really felt like it's been cool or what it used to be. And somebody at a con got asked what their like worst hot take was or like what they think is like a hot take of theirs. And theirs was new Pokemon aren't bad. It's just Pokemon fans are just stupid. And I was like, okay, let me hear him out. Let me see what he's saying. And he was like, I love the idea that we have all these Pokemon that were natural items, a part of the world that then thus transform into Pokemon. He was like, the idea that these items basically stick around long enough to become Pokemon is a cool concept. And he was like, there's one that's a fucking set of keys. There's like a garbage Pokemon. There's one that's like 2 scoops of ice cream. There's one that's literally an apple. He was like, I love the idea that all these Pokemon just are created based off of things that are naturally in the world that just become that over time. And he was like, I hate the idea that people hate that because they're so used to loving things like, oh, here's this Pokemon and its evolutionary form is now there's 3 of it, which is like, that's absolutely true. There's a lot of them. There's like a lot of them that's like there's this Pokemon, and then when it evolves, it's just the same Pokemon with 2 heads, or the same Pokemon with 3
Diglett.
figures. Like
Diglett.
Doduo, coughing, wheezing.
Yeah.
Like literally, I'm like, as I thought about it, he's like, or it's just a ball with a face. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh damn.
Volteed,
Oh
all
wow.
that,
Yeah, wow. Oh damn.
Yeah.
That really and then I went to the
Yeah,
comments.
I
I was
remember-
like, does anybody else feel the same way? And everybody in the comments was like, this motherfucker just converted me. Like, this motherfucker just made me start thinking that way.
I watched
Yeah,
the
that's
video because I
funny.
remember him saying that he's like the trash bag one's not a bad Pokemon.
Not a bad
The
Pokemon.
keys not a bad
No.
Pokemon. I was like, damn. I saw keys, didn't want to catch it because I thought it was an ass Pokemon.
Yeah. But then
Apparently,
like the
I guess
concept
it
of
actually
it,
is good.
comparatively to what we used to have, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it is a lot better, I would say. Like we've gotten creative with the shit that we have. I mean, like there's one that like nobody else seen it until I pointed it out, but it was in the Sword and Shield generation, and we'll get there at some point when we do eventually bounce back to the Pokemon guessing game, because we haven't done that in a while.
Yeah.
But whenever we do
It's
eventually go
spoopy
back,
time.
yeah, it is spoopy time. We are in the holiday season where like literally this month, the next month, and the month after have major holidays that kind of theme the entire month.
Yeah.
So we're in that portion of it, so bear with us. But it's a dragon type that looks like a lighter. I'll show them to you later on. I'll have editor throw an image of it up on the screen so y'all can see what it looks like. Cool. But it's a very cool, like, you have to look at it and see it. You understand what I mean? Because, like, the way that it's shaped and everything, it's like, it kind of looks like a skyscraper with legs at first, but then, like, you look at it from another angle, you're like, oh, no, that's absolutely like a lighter. That looks like a Bic lighter with, like, the little red, like, button on the back and everything. Like, it looks like a lighter. I was like, this is a super cool design for a dragon. Because you wouldn't look at it and go, that's a dragon. But it's Pokemon,
Yeah.
so it doesn't
Right,
matter.
right.
It doesn't matter what it is. I also like the one that's a goblin. It's literally just a goblin. That's all he is. He's just a goblin. And then his evolved form is Buff Goblin.
Is this newer gen?
Yeah, Sword and Shield. Same Sword and
not
Shield.
ringing a bell
I
to
don't
me.
care
Yeah, I
about
don't
Sword
know
and
about the
Shield at
Goblin
all.
one.
That game kind of sucks an ass. I'm not going to lie. It was a very shitty game.
I liked the aspect of doing the Dynamax fights with friends. We could do them together. That was just a cool thing to me. It's like we weren't battling each other, but we were battling a big ass
They
Pokemon
just
together.
put Dynamax in Pokemon Go.
I like the idea of give me a team of people, have everybody select 1 to 2 Pokemon, fill a team out. Now everybody does a team battle like a turn-based RPG. I feel like that's cooler than Dynamax. I like the concept. I like the concept of it. Like play with your friends, team up with friends, and fight Pokemon together. I just wish it was more PvP based. or more PvE based, you fighting like a horde of Pokemon as a group, or like you battling other trainers and like seeing who could come out on top and be the last one standing for their team. Like I like that idea better. The raiding against giant Pokemon idea just never really did anything for me. Like it just never really did anything for me at all. I know. I forgot to start it. It's okay. It's whatever. It doesn't matter.
Plus like 15 minutes. We'll be
a pain. Yeah, it is what it is. It doesn't really matter for us. I mean, like, it kind of does, but it doesn't. Like, whatever.
I looked up, I saw zeros, and I was like, damn it.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I wondered why you were making that face. And I was like, what is he doing?
It is what it is.
It'd be all right. It'd be all right.
But, no, excuse me. Kind of switch it up here. Change pace a little bit. A lot of sports have happened.
A lot
of sports. Unfortunately, this podcast is no longer the undefeated podcast.
No.
It is no longer even a little bit undefeated. Not even a bit. I'm pretty sure every Minnesota team and then the Texas Longhorns have taken a loss in some way, shape, or form now. As of this recording.
It's disrespectfully painful.
It really fucking sucks. The last one was very bad. We played Thursday Night Football against the Rams, and that final play, holy shit.
The fact that he didn't get called for that face grab is crazy.
That's literally the play I'm talking about. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's literally one of the biggest missed calls a ref could have missed this year so far. And like, it was so blatant.
It's blatantly obvious for sure that he definitely grabbed Sam's face mask, but
yeah.
What is that called? Whenever because he tackled the quarterback in the end zone that they got 2 points.
Safety.
So they got that, so it gave us absolutely no chance of.
Well, then they also get ball back after that.
Yeah,
so
that's when they did the onside kick.
Yeah,
for no reason, but they
tried. To get the ball back. I mean, either way, we got to try something now that the refs are literally fucking us in the butt. So,
so if we would have got the ball back, even if we did get a touchdown, it still wouldn't have won us the game. The whole point is that we were trying to get a touchdown and probably a 2-point conversion to win that game.
Tie the game at least.
If we got a 2-point, we would have been up by 1. Yeah, because we were down by 8.
Yeah.
No, that would have tied it, wouldn't it?
I'm pretty sure we would have tied it.
Oh, at least it would have kept the game going.
Yeah, because it would have been 6 points plus a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, so we would have tied it. But him getting tackled in the end zone got them 2 points and made it impossible for us to get that. And it pissed me off because the ref didn't call the face grab.
Yeah, it was bad. It was a rough time. Kiana's team, though, they ended up managing to pull something out, though.
We're 7-1 now. We won against Vanderbilt 27-24. And I didn't get to watch this one, but I was looking at the stats for the game. It looks like Ewers did better. He did 288 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a couple other ones did pretty good, but
finally came back out and did some shit.
Apparently he fucking did better than he did last week.
Yeah, he needed to. That showing that he had last time out was not a good one, so he definitely needed to bounce back and do some shit.
That's why they put Manning in.
Yeah. Shout out to Manning.
If Ewers would have kept showing that he's going to be slacking like that, they would have eventually swapped him permanently.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Because Manning showed his shit whenever he was running it while Ewers was out.
Because the first play is when he messed up, and then the second one is whenever he like ran the ball halfway down the damn field, and I was like, all right.
Right.
Sam was doing that a lot during the Rams game.
Yeah, Sam was starting to move his feet a little bit. Just, man,
it was unexpected. I haven't seen him do that this season, at least not yet.
Just a poor time for the Rams to get both of their best players back on their fucking team. This is literally
both
what
wide
killed
receivers.
us.
See, we're not ranked number 1 anymore. We're number 4 now. Now that we won
the ranking
game.
system for college football makes no fucking sense to me. I was talking to Greg and Jake, and they both said that it makes no sense to them either.
You have to remember with college football, they have these dumbass things that they don't count as a ranking, but they add like style points.
Yeah, it's the point system that makes it all fucking weird.
But we're 7-1.
I see you made it up the mountain.
Oh my god.
I shall teach you the ways, yes.
And if we win against Clemson, we're on our way to the playoffs.
I mean, we've still got plenty of opportunities. We're still sitting really good.
We are. We're not in a bad position at all by any means necessary. We've taken 2 losses to 2 solid teams. Like literally, the Rams weren't good because they didn't have all their players, but yet they were still losing games by only 1 score.
Yeah.
So it's not like they were getting blown out because they didn't have their players. They still have a good quarterback, and they still have a fucking really good head coach who knows how to run his team.
I was waiting to see how bad you were going to take it since this is your first time you're into sports and this is the first team you picked and you lost.
Oh man, see, and here's the
and
thing
we lost
too.
2 back-to-back too. So I was really upset.
Yeah,
after
see, here's the thing too about it, because I told him on, like, I think it was like Tuesday or something, because he was asking, he was like, are the Rams good? And I'm like, this year, no. They're playing like shit. So honestly, we should kick their fucking asses. Like, we should really beat their ass.
Yeah, and then
he came back the next day and he was like, I don't remember what he said, but he was like, he said, you said yesterday or whatever that it was a surefire win. And I'm like, it should be, but it's also sports. You never know what could happen. Yeah. It literally could be like, I had given him an example for like it was like 5 or 6 years ago when the Carolina Panthers had Cam Newton and they won like almost every game but like 2 games during the regular season, beat every team in the playoffs to make it to the Super Bowl, just to lose to Peyton Manning's old ass on the Broncos, and Peyton Manning win the Super Bowl and then retire the next year, and Cam would never be the same. Mm-hmm. I'm like, it's shit like that. I'm like, regular season is all fine and dandy to get us to the playoffs. You never know what's going to happen, though. Yeah. I'm like, a really shitty team could turn the fuck up for one night, and that one night might just so happen to be against us.
When we won or when we lost against Georgia, I wasn't surprised because they're a pretty good team this year.
Yeah, Georgia's solid. Like, they're one of those teams where it's like they'll have an off year and then they'll bounce back really well. Like, that's what I'm not huge into college sports. I've noted that a few times, but I do know what college teams like.
Because Brittany tried to tell me, she's like, you need to experience more loss. And I was like, last year was the first time that we were like good and ranked since 2009.
Right.
Since 2009. Like, we'll be ranked like 12 or 15. But last year was the first time that we got like into the 5s in a long time.
Well, it's been I think kind of like the same for the Vikings. This is the most we've been talked about in
the Vikings have only. I mean, like, the Vikings have been solid these last few years because of Justin Jefferson. Yeah, that's the reason why we've been in the mix, because he is the #1 wide receiver in the entire NFL.
But now he's paired with a better quarterback than you guys had last year.
Sam Darnold's better than Kirk Cousins in my honest opinion. I think so. Like, I don't mind Kirk. People like to shit on Kirk. I really don't mind Kirk. He wasn't that terrible of a quarterback. He had his better years towards the end, for sure. His earlier years with us were definitely not as good as what it was before we traded him. But
I feel like the more
Sam is a better mix.
Yeah, I feel like the more that I talk about football, almost every time that I mention something that I think could possibly be wrong, almost every time I talk about football, it ends sounding like a question, because I just want to make sure, just in case, that what I just said, if it's wrong, at least it sounded like a question first.
Right.
2009 is when we had Colt McCoy. That's why.
Okay. Gotcha.
Did he get drafted to any team, or is he just?
I don't know, honestly. I don't know
Colt
what
McCoy?
he does.
Was he a running back?
Quarterback.
That's not familiar to me. In 2009, that was a long time ago. If he was good, we would probably hear about him.
No, Shady McCoy, I think, is a running back. That's why the name was sounded familiar to me, because the last name McCoy. But get my damn sleeves pulled up while she's looking that up. I'm actually, man, fuck these. I'm ditching these damn gloves, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all can't. If y'all could tell from that far out, these gloves are not the same size. For some reason, they shipped me one glove smaller than the other, and the one that's smaller honestly fits so much better. It's the bigger glove that I hate so much, because it's got loose fingertips.
He played for a lot of people. He played for the Cleveland Browns first, then the San Francisco 49ers, then the Washington Redskins, then the Giants, and then he finished out with the Arizona Cardinals in 2022.
He played for nothing but shitters his whole career. Yeah, that is so sad. Poor guy. Because literally, what years was he playing?
Browns was 2010 through 2012.
Oh, God.
49ers was 2013. Oh. The Washington Redskins was 2014 through 2019. Ugh. Giants was 2020.
Oh, and poor guy.
And the Cardinals was 2021 through 2022.
I mean, like, the Giants 2020, that's not bad. I think you had Saquon Barkley then and a few other tools. Oh my God, poor guy. Those teams suck
Yeah.
dick. Oh, poor guy. This team suck dick.
Yeah,
I
because
haven't heard shit
we
about
were
the-
first team all Big 12 in 2009 for the Longhorns, and then he retired or went on to where else. So we haven't been good since 2009. So
I haven't heard shit about the 49ers since Purdy became their quarterback, which was just last year, I think.
No, it's not just last year. I mean, the 49ers have been in the playoffs for like the last. I mean, you just got into football, so let's.
Well, I don't know any other quarterbacks that are by name for the Niners. That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
Purdy's the only one that I know.
Garoppolo, the dude who literally been getting into the playoffs just to Garoppolo choke. He's literally the dude.
He's got a nickname.
Literally the dude who's been
That's
taking
rough.
them. Well, because he was the guy taking them to the playoffs, literally to lose to Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl every fucking year.
Has that happened? Was it? No. Who did the Niners play? No, I'm sorry. Who did the
Get it the fuck out, Scott.
Who did the Chiefs play in the Super Bowl last time? Not this year. The last year. Was it?
Ravens? I think the Ravens.
I don't know.
I think it was the Ravens.
My sister likes the
I
Kansas
think it was
City
the
Chiefs.
Ravens.
I thought it was the Ravens and the Lions that we were trying to root for the Super Bowl this year.
Super Bowl this year hasn't happened yet,
No,
bud.
2024 Super Bowl this year. I think it was the Lions and I think it was the Ravens. That's the reason why I'm confused. Because if the Ravens made it to Super Bowl the year before, then why were we rooting for the Ravens so hard? Is it because they just don't have a ring, or?
Let me look.
I don't know.
I'm sorry that I'm curious. I
ask
have
me.
questions.
Let me look it up. Let me look it up.
I just know that the Chiefs have been in there the last 2 years, and I know I don't think it was the Niners back to back either, because that would have been so much worse.
Ooh, why am I in desktop mode and not mobile mode?
Should probably sort that out.
2023 was Chiefs Eagles.
So the Ravens.
We were absolutely rooting for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
We were absolutely rooting for the Chiefs.
We
The
were
49ers.
We were
was-
rooting for the Niners this year because we just didn't want the
2024.
Chiefs to win back to back.
Yeah, we didn't want the Chiefs
See
to
how
win
that
back to
went.
back, and they lost by 3 points.
I don't know how the Chiefs are doing. I don't
2022
pay
was, I
attention
think,
to
when
them.
the Rams
This
won.
year?
Yep.
I don't pay attention to NFL.
2022 was
Chiefs
when the
this year are
Rams
6-0, but realistically they've played bad teams the past like 3 games.
Hey man, the Chiefs have more Super Bowl wins than we have, and
Yeah,
most teams
I
in the
know.
league have now. So I mean,
I can
they're
still dislike
solid.
them. I
They
can
still
hate
have the
them.
number 1 quarterback and tight end in the league. So I mean, I can't say shit. And I'm pretty sure they also just picked up DeAndre Hopkins from another team who is one of the top 10 wide receivers in the fucking league. So like, Kansas City by all means can suck a dick. Like, they're really turning into the Yankees of the NFL for me, and I fucking hate them. Like, genuinely, they are. Which, off of football, to move on somewhere else, thank God there's a man named Freddie Freeman that plays for the LA Dodgers and hit that walk-off home run against the Yankees to send them home sad last night. Holy shit. I'm not a Dodgers fan at all. I will go on record by saying I hate the Yankees and the Dodgers equally as organizations. The Dodgers just have more players that I like personally on their team, and I hate the Yankees so much more that I would much rather the Dodgers win. Specifically because I want Shohei Ohtani to get a ring, I want Freddie Freeman to get another ring, I want Mookie Betts to get a ring, and I want Max Muncy to get another ring. There are players on that team that play for LA that I actually give a shit about that I do want to see win, but damn, the way they played yesterday was so good. Like, it wasn't good the whole game. It was good towards the end of the game.
I woke up this morning and all I saw all through my feed was the Dodger highlight of him hitting that grand slam.
Dude, because it was like, so
it was
there
a
was
walk-off grand slam.
There's a YouTuber by the name of Jom Boy, Jom as in mom boy. He does like baseball breakdowns. He's a super huge Yankees fan. I'm pretty sure Talking Baseball Studios, which is what he like works under, like part of his brand, is located in New York. He did a breakdown of the walk-off home run, like all the at-bats before that leading up to it, like breaking down all the ways it could have went. Because there are so many different ways that this game could have gone in those last 3 at-bats.
Yeah.
To where that game might not have ended in that grand slam, like at all.
That's baseball in general.
And that's baseball in general,
Yeah.
but it's crazy when you watch the breakdown and you see all the things that could have factored into it. Because, like, they started out with a lefty pitcher. Or they started out with a right-handed pitcher. And he was throwing a really good slider. Like, that slider was getting everybody to bite. He ended up walking one batter, I'm pretty sure there was a hit ground ball that was supposed to get stopped by the second baseman. The second baseman overstepped it slightly, so it caught the edge of his glove but kept rolling. And so the runner was able to advance all the way, and the guy got on base.
Yeah.
Right after that, he then, I'm pretty sure they switched to another pitcher, to a left-hander, because a left-handed batter was getting ready to come up, and Shohei Ohtani, I think it was. And then Ohtani hits a foul ball that pops up, is like right on the edge of the stands. And Alex Verdugo, I think was the outfielder at the time, ran over, caught the ball. And now the thing about it is, he caught the ball and tried to hold himself on the edge of like the fence line where the netting is for the foul. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he ended up falling into the stands. Because he fell into the stands, the ball was considered out of play. And so the runners advance. And so now, basically, bases are loaded.
Yeah.
Everything's like all set up. The show is ready to go on. Here comes up Freddie Freeman. First pitch fastball. See you later, go home. Bye-bye, Yankees. It's in the fucking stands, never to be seen again. Absolutely fucking crushed.
Was that the first game of the series?
That is the first game of the series. That is literally the first game of the World fucking Series. And it is a walk-off in LA by Freddie fucking Freeman. And it was once again, go watch that breakdown by John Boy, because he shows you everything and slows it down and everything like that. And the images of Freddie, because he hits it, and then he does like a Statue of Liberty as kind of pose, holds the bat up, and walks down the line. And when he's doing that, John Boy slows down the video, and it's such a beautiful movie moment, because it's him with like this like fuck yeah, I just did that moment, like look on his face with the bat in his hand raised up high. And you just see people in the background fucking, yeah, like high-fiving. People are hugging each other. You got people arm in arm, like jumping up and down, going crazy. There's people with their hands on their heads. Like, there's so much just like pure happiness and joy. And it's like, this is the one thing. People always ask me why I follow all the sports. And I'm like, because this is one of those things that can only give you moments like this. This is like, sports is one of those things that could just give you such a feel-good satisfaction moment that everyone can enjoy together. I'm like, if the Vikings fucking walk off and fucking get an overtime touchdown score because fucking Sam Darnold throws an 80-yard pass to Justin Jefferson and he goes up and snags that shit, you best believe we're in the living room jumping and hooping and hollering and screaming and shit. Like, for a moment like that to happen, and it be the biggest stage of it all, the World fucking Series, it's game one, no bigger stage. What a moment. Like I said, I'm not a fan of either one of those teams. I just love the sport of baseball. If this was any other team in this position, I would be talking about it the same exact way. Yeah. But it was Freddie Freeman.
Your level of likeliness for the team does not change how you felt about the play and how it happened.
Exactly. It's an amazing moment that will go down in the history of the sport. It'll be replayed for years to come. Whenever either one of those teams go back to the World Series, it'll be a part of the highlight reels for sure, no matter what. But great moment. If you're a Dodgers fan, hell yeah. I know you guys were losing your fucking minds last night. I saw that. I didn't even finish the game. The stream that I was watching was too fucking laggy, and I was honestly laying down right before the 8th inning, and I was like, I'm not gonna try to keep this going. I'm getting tired. The stream's lagging. I'm gonna turn it off. I wish I would have kept it on. I wish I would have said fuck it and just stayed up a little bit longer. It would have been well worth it. But either way, still a good highlight. It definitely motivates me to watch the next game in the series for sure. It definitely makes me want to watch the next game in the series and actually stick to it, because like. I usually watch the World Series, but like I said, this year it's two teams that I'm really not too pleased about. Mm-hmm. But if the series is going to be like this, I might tune the fuck in. You know, I might tune in just because, like I said, I love baseball. And I'm all for a good matchup and especially a damn good series. And when it all is coming down to the wire, everybody's going to be playing at their best, showing it all. I'll tune in. I'll tune in for sure.
Speaking of all of the sports that are going on currently, I had a mild freak out earlier today because we realized that Saturday for our Halloween party, we thought we're not sure really what's going on with it, but Al had heard that our game got pushed back a day. But
the Vikings game against the Colts.
But everything shows currently that it's still on Sunday. But at the time, I freaked out because I thought that was happening Saturday during our party at 7 o'clock. And it's also Crown Jewel for WWE, and it's also a Blues game. All at the same time. So I was about to set up 3 goddamn TVs in my living room so that we can watch all 3 at the same time.
Now we only need 2.
Yeah, because it's showing that our game for the Vikings is still Sunday.
Speaking of, Erin brought those Uno card games.
Ooh.
She brought like 3 different ones. Ooh. And one of them's that one with those plus 10 cards.
So who knows? You guys might get
a little bonus
special bonus. I don't know. You might get a bonus spoopy episode. It might be a spoopy game night special. Ooh.
Maybe. We got much else going on.
Next year, we'll definitely decorate the place up a little bit more. We had a lot of ideas to decorate it, but with all of our schedules being as fucked as they have been, it's
off the table.
It's been one of those things where it's just kind of been in the back of everybody's mind. Nobody's really thought about it until we get here, and we're like, oh, yeah, fuck, that was something we should have done.
Yeah.
So... I mean, hell, that's how it was for a lot of the posters for the longest time until they came through. Like, we all knew that we needed these posters. It was a main thing that we were all focused on. But then during the week, we all get so busy that it just goes to the wayside until we get back over here and go, damn it.
Yeah.
I knew I forgot something this week.
That was me with that little lock fucking thing. I forgot it like 4 weeks in a row. I was like, damn it, I keep forgetting it.
The little lock pop and drop it. God damn it. My sleeves.
I see what you're looking at.
Yeah. He did.
So
not the lock, not an actual lock, not a lock and key lock.
Lock, stock, and barrel. I know.
Weirdo.
I've seen the movies too many times.
I hope.
But another thing with WWE is I don't know if they did this on purpose or if they mildly fucked up. But after Friday Night SmackDown went off air last night, they did it. Spoiler alerts. In case anybody's watching this and hasn't already fucking seen it.
I haven't.
Well, spoiler alert. They.
Thanks for spoiling.
It's supposed to be a promo for next week, for next week's Friday Night SmackDown. While it was off air after the show ended last night, they did one of the promos with the Bloodline stuff with Jimmy and
Jay.
No, Jimmy and Roman Reigns, and Jay came out, and they had a whole promo. They did the whole promo as if Crown Jewel was happening today, like as if it was happening the next day.
Sorry if I just bumped Mike, y'all. I didn't mean to bump that mic.
But they did the whole promo as if Jay was going to, as long as he was willing to, as long as Roman was willing to agree to his terms on rejoining them, that he would be there tomorrow at Crown Jewel to help them. And Roman said yeet, and they shook hands, and they all did at the end of it. But they did that in a promo after the show went live, but everybody in the audience was recording that shit, so it got leaked everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was on purpose or on accident that they just ruined a potentially really good live promo. Because everybody who goes to Friday Night SmackDown next week is going to see that and be like, it's not as cool. It's still cool, but it's not as cool because I've already seen it everywhere on every social media platform ever.
I will still be none the wiser. I'm about to say, not everybody.
You wouldn't have seen it anyways because you're not watching it. None of us can watch it because they took it off of every platform to be able to watch it next day.
I saw a clip the other day of The Rock beating the shit out of Cody Rhodes.
It's probably from last year.
Probably, I don't know.
I haven't heard of anything happening with that. I think they're going to build him up for another WrestleMania.
They are building him up for something, but
because they had him appear very slightly at Bad Blood at the very end
for
like half a second. Yeah.
He had him come out and then go.
That's a man.
He literally counted to 3. His music hit. He hit one of these and then turned around and walked right back in. That's all they did for him.
That's all he did. Yeah.
But
he came out there like he was gonna say something. Stood there silently for like it was. He had his Michael Jackson Super Bowl moment where Michael stood there for like a fucking full minute while everybody and their mother just went. And basically that was just The Rock just standing there with his fucking belt. The new WWE belt that he has with the bowl on it, not the fucking strap
somebody
belt.
made it for him when he did the Hall of Fame stuff last
Such
year.
a handsome man.
No,
I do love The Rock.
I don't knock it, but they're definitely pushing him for another WrestleMania event.
Yeah. Duh.
And
He's The Rock.
he
He can do
hasn't
whatever he
been.
wants.
They
Let him.
haven't said anything about him
The
since.
Rock.
It's The Rock. I love
I
him.
He's a
guarantee
giant
there's
human
gonna
being.
be something related to him at Crown Jewel for sure.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be
And-
him showing up and hitting rock bottom on somebody.
Well, I don't think Cody's in this one at all.
No,
I think
it's-
this one's purely bloodline. I don't know.
It's
I don't
gonna be
think
him hitting
Cody's
the rock bottom on Roman.
probably.
That's what
Oh
I'm
I don't-
saying.
I don't
Yeah, it's
think-
him versus Roman.
I
It's
don't
gonna be
think
him versus Roman. It's gonna be him. Hold on. Shut up. Let me talk because I see you trying to move your mouth like you're gonna say something and you're not gonna do it while I'm talking. So here's the thing. It's gonna be Cody, Roman, Solo, Rock. That's gonna be your main event right there. That's your WrestleMania main event. Because Cody's not gonna lose the belt. The only person that they would make him lose the belt to theoretically would be Roman.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of people that are on that level or even close to Cody's level that could overtake him and hold that belt and it feel any bit of right now at all. So the only thing that you could do, which is what you've been doing, is keep teaming him up with the one dude that is at his popularity status, put him up against the one dude who he's trying to overcome, and then also throw The Rock in there because it's The Rock.
Yeah.
Like, he's Samoan and he can be a part of this because he's Samoan. And, he's
Yeah.
The Rock, so why not? He's not doing Fast and Furious. What else is he doing? Nothing. Sitting in a room with a bunch of baby oil and a bunch of weights. Hey, welcome to The Rock. Go out there and do some shit. Raise that eyebrow, bitch. Do it. And that's what it's gonna be. That's gonna be your main event.
I actually don't think that Cody's defending his title at all.
And the thing that's gonna happen is that's gonna be the main event. Solo's guys are gonna come out and fuck him up. Jay and Jimmy are gonna come out and fuck him up. There's going to be a feud that happens in between there that adds extra people to that fire. They will then come out and they will try to do some stuff. They'll have their little squabble, and it'll end with Cody hitting a diamond cutter off the ropes on Solo. Solo standing up, Roman spearing him, and then off of that reaction, Rock is going to come in, and he is going to rock bottom Roman Reigns, and then Cody is going to come in and hit him with his finisher, and then that's going to be the match.
Yeah,
I'm literally that's my call. I'm calling it there. You could.
There's another thing we're
I'm
discounting
saying is
here.
going to happen.
There's another thing we're discounting here. This is also supposed to be John Cena's last WrestleMania.
Wait, yeah, duh.
He said he's gonna be there.
He's gonna be the one. Duh, I forgot about Jacob Fatu. He's gonna be the third person that's gonna come in. John Cena's gonna come in and help Cody and Roman. That's gonna be his farewell. Help the fucking guys on top. Literally beat the shit out of Fatu. He's gonna probably end up getting rock bottomed or some shit like that because him and John and Dwayne have their fucking feud.
Yeah.
He's gonna get rock bottomed by him and then play that other shit out that I said. That's how it's gonna go.
I
could see that. I could see that happening.
I think there's a Roman Fatu match coming up in a PLE at some point.
That could happen too.
Because they've been having more of an interaction between each other than him and Solo have been.
So is Jimmy and him, because I remember there was a clip where
Jimmy,
or not Jimmy, but Jay
had
Jay
Solo's
cut
the
a
reason
promo.
why Jay lost his title. On
Yeah,
Monday.
because Jay was out there with his belt
I
at
saw
one
that.
point. He cut a
pissed me
promo and he was talking to Solo with all the bloodline in there, and fucking Fatu sitting back there with his prayer hands, and I think it's Jay. I keep getting them mixed up now at this point.
It would have been Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Jay's been on SmackDown, been on Raw. Jimmy was the one that was
belt.
with Solo originally whenever this whole shit started.
Oh,
so it was Jimmy, yeah.
So Jimmy, the one who had the belt.
Oh no, Jay had the belt. What are you talking
Okay,
had the belt.
so then I know what I'm talking about. So Jay, he
I'm confused.
he was in that promo. Like I said, he was talking to them. This was after Jimmy had come back. This is like little after. It had to have been like that
That was
Monday
like a
night
week or
after.
two ago, yeah.
It had to have been like that Monday, like right after, or SmackDown right after, whatever maybe. And they were cutting a promo, and Jay says something to Solo, and then he goes, and I don't know why you even brought Fatu into this, and I swear if he keep looking at me, I'm going to give him a fucking reason. He said some shit like, I'm going to give him a reason to have that stank look on his damn face or some shit like that. And I was like, oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Because he said it like he said it like it was like a high school squabble. Like he said it like he was really about to like no shit, I'm about to really hit you. Like, fuck these
dude.
cameras. I'm about to really hit you. Like, that's how he said it. It came off like that. I was like,
That just
Jimmy?
reminds me of the
Jay?
dude with the baby looking at him. He's like, bro, you better get your baby. I'm going to
Get your baby.
Babies,
Why your baby keep looking at me like
babies
that, bro?
stare too much when people can't fight.
Man.
I swear to God.
Bro, you better get your baby.
You better get your baby. Quit looking at me like that.
Fatu's looking at everybody like that all the time. So I mean,
Fatu.
That's just
I can see
Fatu's
Jay or Jimmy
face,
being like,
though.
"Yo,
Yeah.
get your boys."
And then you
Tell
hear
them
him
stop looking
talk,
at me
and
like
you're
that.
like, bro, that's just a dude from New York. Like, you hear him talking, you're like, bro, he's from Jersey, bro.
I'll have to look into what the lineup is for Crown Jewel because I have not looked too heavily into
I just,
it.
I
When is Crown
like,
Jewel?
I like
They have a
the,
Halloween party.
Oh, okay.
I like the wrestlers they have picked out for Crown Jewel. I just don't like the event itself because it just doesn't seem like it's what. Excuse me. It's like
Oh
the.
no, there is a fight. Sorry, there is a fight with Cody. They're doing that Crown Jewel belt. They're having to.
That's what I'm saying.
They're having Cody versus Gunther.
Yeah,
Fuck, I forgot all about that fight.
yeah. That's
Damn.
the only thing. Like, and that's the thing is like, yeah, that's cool and all. Neither one of them are losing their actual titles, and it's for a belt that
Nobody
they're-
gives a shit
they're
about.
not gonna walk back
It's
out
so
with after this
big.
pay per view. Like, that's kind of why I'm like, man, this pay per view is cool and all, but like, I wish the gimmick for it wasn't lame. Like,
They're gonna make that the main event when honestly this bloodline shit should be the main
that's
event.
what I'm saying. Like, there's other. I don't know, man. Like, I get it. Because, I mean, like, what other pay-per-views could they do that they already have lined up for the year that are
Right.
bigger, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what could they pull out of their asses that they don't already have on the listing or that they already haven't done? Like, because, I mean, hell, I would love to see... I don't even know if they do the Hell in the Cell pay-per-view anymore.
No, they just
Because they just use it for
the
special matches now.
Yeah,
they just use it for
special
occasional matches. And I was like, dude, that would be fucking dope if we could get the Hell in the Cell pay-per-view back
Or just
and
the
have the
TLC
majority,
pay-per-view?
have just the majority of the matches done in this fucking cage.
Right.
Dude, and like that's what I love about Hell in the Cell is like it's not a cage match where your goal is to escape this shit. Like, nah, y'all are all just trapped in this bitch.
Yeah.
Like y'all
And
can
then
still
nobody
move
else can
around.
interfere with you in the cage.
Yep. And I'm like, I love that. And I'm like, I love that old school nature because it makes you be creative in such a
I
confined
need
space.
a Rhea and a Liv cage.
Oh, dude, that'd be sick. That'd be sick.
So then Liv can get her
love
ass
that.
whooped.
Oh man. I was thinking like a fucking
Liv
like
can
a-
actually get her ass
They're
whooped.
pushing that shit. They're stretching that as thin as they can. That is going to be a WrestleMania 25.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're pushing
yeah,
it all the way to
that'll be-
25.
that'll
She needs
when
to
Rhea
fuck
gets
that
her belt
bitch up,
back.
and she needs
That'll be
to
when
quit
Rhea
having
gets her
people
belt back.
intervene. Cheating asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got some new girl.
Ain't nobody
that-
like you little
well,
mousy bitch. I've seen her, the big girl. Yeah.
I don't know. She's been apparently a WWE superstar for a long time, but
Who?
it's whoever the hell's in the
The one that's
Judgment Day
helping
shit
Liv
going
right
on
now, I don't know what her name is.
She's-
Oh, there's a new chick in there
She's
with them?
new to us 'cause we don't really pay
dark hair
attention.
chick?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen her
Apparently,
either.
she's been in the WWE for a while, just before we got back into it.
Motor City Machine Guns. They're now tag team title
Yeah,
holders
the
now, right?
TNA Impact
Raquel-
tag team. Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
It's
I
Raquel
was like,
Rodriguez.
I saw that. Okay, what was that? Sorry.
Raquel Rodriguez.
Cool.
That's who it is.
Back to that. The Motor City Machine Guns are tag team title holders. Fuck yeah, dude.
they've been
That's so
tag
sick
team-
to me.
They've been tag team title holders on almost every wrestling show that is out right now.
That's Raquel.
Pretty sure they've done it
I
on
would still-
AEW.
I would still go crazy.
I'm pretty sure they were champions on the AEW, TNA Impact, some other one that nobody really watches.
Pretty sure they're part of
and
the
now
Bullet
this
Club
one.
as well.
And the whole point of that match was because the Bloodline made Jay lose his title, so Jay made them lose their titles to the Motor City Machine Guns.
Shit's crazy. Shout out to the Motor City Machine Guns. So happy that those motherfuckers are tag team holders. That shit's
I'd
so
never
cool.
heard of them, and then I saw the promo before the fight started, and I was just like, "They're from a different
Dude,
show."
oh my God,
I
they-
explained why I know who these are, and they've got
those
a
guys have
title
been
shot.
around for so
And they said they were number one contenders. I was like, "Where the fuck did they come from to be number one contenders? What are you talking about?"
around for so long.
Well,
too.
but it's
That's what
also,
made me
I'm
so
sure
happy.
they've said and mentioned a bunch of stuff about it, but we can't watch the shows right now. So I don't know what the fuck's going on anymore.
Man, I'm about to say, y'all probably see me fuck this wig up. This bitch is hurting my head, so y'all just got to see me deal with this bitch. But yeah, nah, bro. That shit, I was so happy to see that shit.
It happened last night. That's probably why I
Yeah.
didn't know about it.
That shit was dope.
Yeah.
I was so happy about that. I was like, man, I didn't even know they had came over. I didn't know they had left the brand because they had been in TNA for the longest time, for all I ever known. Like, since I'd known them, they've been in TNA Impact. So it was like, to see them come back and go to WWE and instantly win a belt, I was like, no fucking shot.
Yeah.
My buddy shared it, and I instantly was like, huh?
Yeah. As all him?
Huh?
There? Why?
When did they sign that contract? There was no hype. There was no hype around them
said,
coming
"Surprise!"
around. Right. And they just showed up and showed up. Did they think? Hey, I fuck with it. I'm happy with it. But that's all I got for the sports, man. There's been so much.
Yeah, it's been a very
been
heavily
so much.
sport week, and it actually felt pretty good to be able to talk about WWE. We haven't talked about it in a while.
We haven't talked about it
we
in a
haven't.
while, but I mean, like it's just we're kind of in that dry spot where it's a lot of story building and a lot of
Yeah.
prepping for all
For
the
WrestleMania.
major pay-per-views that are coming towards the beginning of the year.
Yeah, I think the next one's the Royal Rumble, isn't it? Or there might be one or two before that, but we're getting close to Royal Rumble.
I'm about to say I don't remember
Because the WrestleMania is February, if I remember right. I'm pretty sure it's February. That means that we've got, 2 months of building before that? 3 months? 3 months.
Let me
months
see.
So that means we got at least one or two more pay-per-views, I believe, before WrestleMania. I know Royal Rumble's one of them.
Let's see
I don't know.
here. We did.
I bet you Roman will be in the Rumble.
Ooh, okay, so we did.
I'm really curious at who's going to win the Rumble. to
We've
see who
got
gets what.
up
If I-
next
Mans.
in November. We have Survivor Series War Games. They're going to Canada.
Oh, yeah. War Games is going to be Bloodline versus Bloodline for sure.
December 14th is scheduled to be Saturday night's main event. That's what it's called.
Really?
Yeah, Saturday
That's
night's
a
main
lame-ass
event.
name.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like
No,
that name.
I don't know if
Yeah.
that's.
They
I
could
was
have added
like,
a little
wait
bit
a
more
minute.
pizzazz to that.
Um,
Nothing? That's it? Okay.
And then not confirmed, just assumed by this website. The NXT New Year's Evil
Okay.
pay per view.
That's a specific to NXT.
Yeah, and then Royal Rumble would be February 1st. NXT Vengeance Day would be assumed on February 4th.
Oh, then it means WrestleMania is March. Unless it's
Yeah,
couple weeks after.
WrestleMania is April 19th, dog. It's on my birthday in Las Vegas.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. It's the one fucking thing that I said, damn, I wish I had $1 million to just chuck at the fucking
Dude,
wall.
I got the text the other day for the pre-sale tickets.
Yeah.
And it was the lobby was so full. I had to get a text notification to get back into it. I was like,
Jesus.
it's just pre-sale.
Yeah.
Like, fuck. I've never been into pre-sale before, but I wonder if it'll let me in now.
I can't imagine how much
I want
they
to know
are.
how much they cost. I'm really fucking curious.
Yeah, that's why I say I wonder how much they are, because that's
April 19th and April 20th, man. Which, if you didn't know, yeah, my birthday is April 19th. So, yeah, that's where wrestling will be.
You get WrestleMania for your birthday.
It'll be. I mean, I get to watch it for my birthday from the comfort of a couch. 'Cause
Oh, yeah, for
there's
sure.
No way in hell that I'm going to take out from my life savings to go to a wrestling match.
Single ticket in the third row.
Yep.
$940.
Yep. Not even surprised. Not even. It's
Section
WrestleMania.
4 camera angle, $8,000.
Yep.
whole.
Yep. If you want to
Section
be
4
on camera.
Shit.
It's from the camera angle. So the camera is facing that way. You're sitting right where the camera. would be.
Oh, well, then that's even worse.
See,
so you're not
you
even
wouldn't be
eating.
on camera. That most people don't want to be on camera. The ones that are in front of the camera already sold out.
Yeah. It didn't
The
surprise me.
$8,000 ones, but it's the section right in front of the barricade.
Jesus.
$8,000 for one ticket.
Yep.
So for all of us to go, we're looking like almost $50,000 because it's Ticketmaster. So Ticketmaster fees, add another $1,000, $2,000 each one of those tickets. Fucking Ticketmaster.
Go ahead and like and subscribe to this video so we can go ahead and start making money so we can go to WrestleMania for my fucking birthday. Please. Or WWE, please just send me
Or-
tickets. Please. Hunter, please.
Hear me
Paul.
out. Hear me out.
Paul. What do I have to do? Paul. Paul. No.
Yeah, shit, just hit subscribe just in case we make it to the Super Bowl.
If we do, we're vlogging
Super,
that whole
Super Bowl
situation.
over,
Oh, hell yeah.
over
If
WrestleMania.
we at all get a, I mean, just know that if we go to any pay-per-view events, we will vlog them.
Absolutely.
We will vlog them. Like we've already talked about, we will vlog whatever events we can go to, whether it be football games,
'Cause I'd like-
baseball games,
we might
be able
shit
to-
like that.
we might, in theory, be able to pull off going to a Royal Rumble, but
Maybe.
The other one's a lot harder.
Yeah.
But the Royal Rumble is happening at the Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis this year.
February 1st.
Yep.
First day of Black History Month.
I almost fucking. Never mind. Just pause. Just
Pause.
I don't know.
My brothers. You can't pause, my brothers. I love them. They're my guys. Yeah.
I don't know what to do with myself right now.
Stop it.
All right, what are we on?
Oh, I did sneak in some
You
pink.
have to remember the 15 minutes.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to
I did
make-
sneak in
make
some
up
pink
for.
since I
Stupid bitch.
needed a little redemption from last week.
Yeah, he did. I'm still not wearing pink. A lot of yellow and black.
I
Black
wore
snuck
and
in
yellow.
pink
some-
last week. Like I was supposed
I wore a
to.
hoodie.
Currently
It was
in my link
cold in
mode.
here.
Oh, also, shout out to all the little kids I've been murdering on Black Ops 6 in the past 2 days. Y'all
Oh my
fucking suck.
God.
Y'all are fucking trash. Get better. Y'all really fucking suck on this game. For me to not be playing a Call of Duty for literally like the last 4 years, and me get back in and hit the ground running like I never left. Y'all really fucking suck. Like, I'm gonna be real. Y'all really munch ass. Like, didn't think that y'all were really that bad still. It's y'all suck. But Zombies is cool. Zombies is really
it?
cool. It's really cool. So like, I was kind of telling him a little bit, because he didn't play the last Call of Duty Black Ops. He didn't play Cold War. He didn't play anything that wasn't anything after Black Ops 4.
I was gonna say I didn't play Cold War, but I played the other ones.
So, and I don't think Black Ops 4's was the
No,
same.
4 was still traditional.
4
zombies.
was still
There's a little updated maps.
So it plays like Cold War Zombies. It doesn't play like Black Ops 4 and before Zombies. It still plays like Cold War Zombies. So there's going to be things that are different. It's still round-based zombies, so don't get it
Right.
twisted. It's still round-based zombies, but there are a lot more aspects to it that weren't there in regular zombies. Like, there are more mutated creatures than just the dogs.
Yeah.
Like, there are definitely more mutated creatures than just the dogs. So, like, when there's dog rounds, they don't even have dogs anymore, by the way. They swapped those out entirely for these 2 maps that we've been given so far. And the first one made my skin crawl. It's terrible.
Was it spiders?
Yeah, they're not even like real
No.
spiders. They're like demonic spiders with like giant mouths for like the whole front of their face, and it's like teethy teeth. And they literally like crawl up the wall and like
what I
skitter
hear
around.
is the moment we link up to play this,
Oh, your skin's gonna crawl a little bit.
she's gonna be screaming.
Oh,
in
it's
my
gonna be.
ear.
Oh, it's gonna be rough. Oh, dude,
I don't-
when it hits level 10, it already starts to get rough. I'll
I'm
tell
gonna
you, people
scream.
start to struggle.
I'm gonna be screaming.
People start to struggle.
Spiders? Oh no.
And then the other ones, which I honestly don't think are that bad, they're really just more annoying than anything because they're not even really that creepy. They're like flying creatures, but they're just like giant like flies. Like if you ever played like Fallout or whatever, they're like the giant flies from Fallout. But the thing that sucks about them is they spit out like an acid. So they don't even have to be
Ew.
near you. They just like can launch
They
acid
got
from you and have like
range.
splash damage. So like, and the way they move is very much like a fly does. It doesn't have like a straight path or come at you. It literally will like be stationary for a
yeah.
second and then go.
Oh, so it's gonna make it a bitch to aim.
Yeah,
at it
so
to shoot
it
it
like
down.
yeah,
It's
so
just
trying to get them all in a group. Yeah, they're more annoying than they are grotesque, like the spiders. The spiders you can kill really easily. It's just when there's a bunch of them, you're like.
No.
But other than that, though, honestly, really fun. I dig the maps; they're not bad. Still trying to find the Easter eggs though, because that's the big thing about zombies. The last few games is finding all the Easter eggs, finding all the cool equipment that you could build up to make your optionary weapons and your extra power-ups and upgrades, and it's really cool. I'm liking it, and I like how they've done the last few sets of zombies with Call of Duty, or at least the Black Ops franchise, where it's like it has its own section of skins and XP paths and shit that you can unlock specifically from zombies outside of multiplayer. So like, you know how you can get your guns gold and diamond and all that other shit by playing multiplayer and leveling
They
them up.
did that in 4 too.
Yeah, you can do the same thing. They basically have still been doing that, and I love that they did it with this game too. And you can level up. And the thing that's really cool about it though is like all the XP is attached to that gun though. So if I take this assault rifle into zombies and I level it up 10 times and then go into multiplayer, it retains all of those levels and all of the equipment and everything
so
that I
you can
unlocked
build a
with that.
loadout on the gun in multiplayer, and whenever you get that gun in zombies, it'll have all that loadout on it already, which
and then, like, on
was
top
a
of
great
that,
addition in my opinion.
On top of that, what's really cool is, like, say you get a gun out of the box that you don't already have unlocked, you can level that gun up by killing zombies with it, and then when you unlock that gun, all that shit that you had unlocked with it or leveled it up with will already be ready to go, so you can just build your gun off rip. It's so nice.
Yeah, when they did that in 4, it was a game changer for playing zombies for me.
Oh, yeah. Because you just get lost in it, and that's what I'm loving about zombies right now. Being able to put the attachments on it and everything,
it just makes the gun makes guns that would be in other old zombies maps unplayable, unusable guns. It makes them worth the fuck.
Right. Yeah,
and that was very enjoyable. Dope. I really like that.
It's been fun, and I really hope that you pick it up here soon. So that
me and Aaron, since we game share, I think we're gonna split the games in half now.
Once y'all do that, we could all group up and hopefully get something recorded for the Beardcade.
That comes out on the 29th too.
Yeah, stay tuned for Beardcade episodes coming out here soon. We had problems with the first episode's audio. We were trying to get ironed out. I think we got it all set up. I think Run TMC got it all squared away, so we're all good on that. So look forward to that coming here soon. We also started a second game along with the game that we are already playing for episode 1. So depending on which one you guys like out of the other, we will determine on which one we play further. So we'll have you guys choose based off of what you guys like. But I think with that, just because with our time difference
add
that
like
we had
5-10 minutes to that. Yeah,
I think it's time that we go ahead and move into our featured program, which happens to be our tier list. I'm honestly not even going to switch the cameras around. I'm going to leave them where they are because there's really no explanation that needs to be made for this other than what the tier list is, which is horror movie villains, characters, killers, basically the main antagonist. Yes, the main antagonist of these horror movies or horror figures, horror icons, pretty much. And we are basically going to be ranking them based off of how they make us feel, how like scared we would be of them, how they would make us feel if we were actually in the movies with them, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Basically, overall scare factor, what they overall bring to the table. Like there's some on here where it's like, it's an actual demon. That thing will actually kill me. It's really nothing I can do about it. And then there's other ones on here where it's like, okay, that thing's made out of plastic. I'll just go chuck it in a fireplace. You know, so some of them might have a little bit lower on this one. They might be a little bit higher.
Ash is a little on the blind side. He needed to sort himself out.
Yeah. I'm about to say it's not super.
We don't really have to go reaching forward to try to figure out what any of these are.
No, we honestly
we chose half of these.
Yeah, built this up pretty much because we started out with a list that had a good start, but there were some people that were missing.
They were missing quite
there
a
were
few.
some people that were missing. So we went ahead and added a good amount of them. And I feel like we can go ahead and get them started with the old Frankenstein or Frankenstein's monster. Not Frankenstein. Frankenstein's monster. Because Frankenstein was the doctor that created the monster of Frankenstein. And I'm going to be real with you. He scares me. But the moment I literally pull out a lighter, I win. Like, I win. What can he do? I literally.
Think he's really a bad guy.
He's not a bad guy either. He's just a literal baby.
Monster.
Baby, literally born in a gigantic, monster, horrific body.
Yeah.
Who is now being thrown out into the world where nobody knows anything of him as a person or anything of his kind. And it's also like the 1700s, 1600s. So like it's just pitchforks and torches. So anything that's outside of the norm of what they already have going on is literal. Like I can't fathom this. Like literally if I go back there and gave them a Dorito, their heads would explode. Like literally if I gave fucking Ezekiel a fucking Dorito and he ate it, his whole head would fucking combust because he wouldn't be able to understand that flavor.
A or a hot Cheeto.
Oh God, yeah, they'd lose it.
So we're thinking what, like C or D?
I'd say C. I'd say C. Now, this is the demon from Insidious.
Yep. Okay, so good thing you told me that because I don't know this one.
This is the demon from Insidious. Now, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be so real. People hyped up Insidious. It did not scare me as much as people were making it out to be when it first came out, but this dude,
jump scares are fire in the Insidious movies.
that was the big thing. Is jump scares definitely got you. That was the big thing for those movies. And I'm all good. I'm all for a good jump scare every once in a while, but like they weren't really hitting me like that. There were a couple that got me. And one of the scenes that got me was the bathroom scene in the movie where he closes the fucking mirror and the demon's behind him in the fucking bathroom. And it's like, when he's right there behind him, scares the piss out of me. And then there's another scene where they're in the dining room and he's talking to the lady and it's at him and pans to her, nothing's behind her, pans back to him, he's flush in the face, scared as piss, pans back to her, demon's behind her just like, in her ear, she doesn't even recognize it's there. And he like flips the chair, dude, scared the piss out of me.
I'm assuming that it's the angle that I'm sitting from. Did they intentionally make him kind of look like Darth Maul?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like all red face and everything.
I'm pretty sure he like represents an actual demon.
He's a demon.
Like based on like real demon stories.
From here, it looked like Darth Maul, and I was like, why is
Darth
he
Maul
on this list?
Darth Maul also has tattoos. Like Darth Maul's skin, I'm pretty sure is naturally red.
I say he's like A tier because he's.
He's A tier for me. He's definitely up there.
I'll
Hannibal
take your guys'
Lecter.
words on that one.
Hannibal Lecter is. He's a guy.
He's ranked high on the movies for sure.
Yeah. Because I mean, Silence of the Lambs is a fucking fantastic film. Like, oh my lord, it is a bona fide classic. But him as a person, though,
I wouldn't get eaten.
I wouldn't either. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. I could throw hands.
Cannibals usually don't eat people with tattoos.
Yeah. Oh, I got tattoos too.
I have a lot of them. Yeah.
They like that pure skin, that pure.
It makes
flesh.
it taste
I'm
weird.
clean.
I guess.
I'm good to go. Man. Shit.
Ink will taint that.
I'm safe as fuck.
Ink will taint that good meat. And we all got tattoos, so he wouldn't really be eating a whole lot of us.
Say like
Pause.
D-tier.
So
he's
knowing
definitely
that, D tier for me.
He'd be D tier. Solid D tier. Great movie. Doesn't really do much for me. Now, Kiana went ahead and added Captain Spaulding. I am not familiar with Captain Spaulding. I am not familiar with the Rob Zombie. A lot of the Rob Zombie films outside of
He's
what
just
Halloween.
A serial killer.
So I remember there was a juice line for e-cigs that had all their flavors were named after popular movie serial killers.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure the brand was called Serial Killers.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then one of them was Captain Spaulding.
Hell yeah.
I say he's like B tier because he's scary, but he's not like a monster.
Right. He's a guy.
It was cereal, but spelled like the food cereal.
Yeah.
You're an idiot.
And it came in a pill bottle.
I say C. What did I say?
I know
B.
what you're talking about.
B tier.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about because they did dripper bottles for the longest time.
Yeah, before everybody switched to.
Well, no, even after people switched to fucking rubber bottles, they were still sitting at 60 mils of glass drippers.
Oh shit.
Yeah, fuck them. They're so stupid. Nobody uses glass dripper bottles anymore. It is 2024. If you are still branding your juice line in glass drip bottles, go fuck yourself. You're the most inconvenient piece of shit. Yeah.
I wouldn't want to deal with that.
You're the most inconvenient piece of shit, and how your people still buy your brand blows my mind because that shit's stupid.
They'd buy it out of novelty.
Yeah, at this point, yeah. It's got to be those old people who absolutely refuse to step away from the flavor they love.
Yeah.
Because there's always that one who's like, I have to vape this caramel flavor with tobacco mixed into it for the rest of my life, or else I will die. That's how they all act. That's how they all used to come into the vape shop.
Nobody smokes cigarettes because they like the taste of tobacco.
No. They smoke cigarettes because they like their breath smelling like burnt dick. So
Bram Stoker's
Dracula, which is my personal favorite Dracula movie. I know we've kind of talked about it a little bit. Everybody's got
into a vampire.
Man,
I don't know shit about this one.
this will be one that we'll have to watch as a group. And like, if we have some free time this week, I would love for us to get together and do like a spooky movie kind of night. And I feel like this would be a good movie for it. It's fantastic.
I feel like my favorite Dracula is the one from Castlevania.
From the animated one? Yeah. I mean, that's the Dracula. He's the best Dracula.
Van Helsing has a really good Dracula.
Yeah. That one is really good too. You got me there.
I'd say.
I do love that
either
movie.
way.
It's such a
this
good fucking
we
movie.
picked Bram Stoker's Dracula,
Yes.
but really Dracula as a whole. Same thing with like Frankenstein or Frankenstein's monster. There have been many iterations of Frankenstein's monster, all the way up to the Addams Family is Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah.
Like there's been so many iterations of them. But I mean, Dracula. I'm gonna be real. Kind of like an A or an S tier because I
think he's like S tier for
He's
sure.
really like actually strong. Like, but he's been around for a long time, but still has the strength of like a weightlifting 40-year-old.
I think he's
Like-
S tier for sure.
I'm honestly just gonna have to take your guys' word for this one.
So like,
I don't know many. The only Draculas I know, I think, are the two we just spoke on. Is the Castlevania one.
So based off of what you know of them, though, like
in a horror sense, I don't think I'd be as scared of that one as I would of some of these other ones.
It's so Scott. Let's bring it back a little bit, okay? Let's rewind.
Dracula was like 469 years old in that movie.
Crazy, but let's bring it back a little bit. Let's bring it back a little bit. So here's the part where I go, hey, remember what you know about those Draculas that you know about? Let's apply those to him because they're all Dracula.
I know that. I'm saying.
So that's why I'm saying, like,
I know.
So instead of him, say you were going up against animated Dracula, you wouldn't be terrified of animated Dracula from the animated Castlevania series?
What I said was that I don't think I would be as afraid of him as others on this list. So I don't know if S tier would be for me. I'd say probably more A. You wanted to do this tier lists.
I'm looking at the list and I'm trying to think, is there anybody that really, like, genuinely, power-wise, could keep up with him?
Power-wise, no. But general fear, some of these scare me more.
Well, yeah, like...
That's what I'm basing it off of, is just general fear. Some of these scare me way more than him.
I'm scared of the fact of this man is 400,000-something years old, still runs like Usain Bolt, and can rip my head off like he was the Predator.
Yeah.
So, like, that's the thing. Like, so you haven't watched Don yet? That's the new anime that just came out. There's a demon in that anime. I showed you the trailer for it, though. You remember the grandma demon that's suck on my teeth and I'll steal your willy. You know?
Mm-hmm.
That remember?
Jesus, fuck yeah.
You remember? Yeah.
I remember
so
now.
that demon is known as Turbo Granny. That's the demon's name is Turbo Granny.
That's such a wild ass name.
It's a wild name, but the reason why they call her Turbo Granny is because that bitch moves at the speed of light.
Fast as fuck.
And literally her whole thing is she's one of the strongest demons that can possess people and take over their whole fucking bodies and shit like that. And the bitch is older than dirt. Like, the bitch is fucking old. And I'm like...
I've seen clips of her.
I'm like, bro. And it's all... By the way, it's all dubbed. Everything's already dubbed. So even the newest episode released, and it released dubbed first. Blew my fucking mind. I had to watch the newest...
That's a first.
I had to watch the episode dubbed, and it pissed me off. Because I was used to the sub from going and seeing it in the movie theater like 2 weeks ago or whatever. And I was so thrown off when I literally got in there and she said the main character's name in English. And I went, It made me almost throw up. Because his first name's like Ken something, but his last name is definitely like Japanese as fuck. And hearing Americans say Japanese names hurts my soul. It hurts my soul. I'm not so used to it like I was as a kid where saying Naruto was like in English was cool because like it still sounded like similar to how we was saying it overseas. Over here now, saying some of these names, I'm like, people saying Midoriya in English just doesn't sound as good as hearing it in Japanese. Or Deku, I don't know why. But I digress.
I just don't care that much.
I digress.
Anyways,
but
Billy
the puppet, I'm gonna be real, he don't scare me. It's a puppet on a tricycle.
The reason why I wanted...
double swift kick that motherfucker to the side of the face and kick him off that little ass tricycle and then proceed to pick that tricycle up and bash his ass in with it.
Well, I was explaining this earlier, is that Billy is more of the scare factor
than
Jigsaw is.
Absolutely.
He is the face. He is what's supposed to scare you. He's the one that's talking in the movies, in the little videos that they play for each of the people getting put through these little games or whatever the fuck. He is the scare factor of the show, of the movie.
I think he's like B or C, honestly.
Are y'all weighing in survivability with this as well? Because I feel like I am and y'all aren't.
I'm just basing it off of what would scare me the most.
I'm basing it off of that too, but what scares me the most also comes with the fact of, am I going to be able to survive or not? And
I don't think I'm necessarily basing it off of survivability.
I can now though.
I would say because like that's kind of like where my head is like this thing does scare me. But would I still live? And if it's yes, then it doesn't scare me as much because I still have that hope.
I think he's like C tier.
I feel like if I'm dealing with this puppet, yes, I beat this puppet. I'd be able to survive this puppet.
In the movie's sense.
But the puppet's not the one.
Just the one giving you the show.
Yeah, but the puppet's not the one tying me up and putting me in the shit. It's Jigsaw himself. Him and his goons are the ones doing it. The puppet
I kind of put them on the same.
I don't because the puppet's not a dude. The puppet doesn't do anything other than...
The puppet is supposed to be the thing that scares the people in the movie.
I get that.
That's what I'm basing it
I still
off
think
of.
he's B or C.
I say he's a C.
The reason why I wanted him on the list, because for some reason, even though I don't fuck with horror movies or any of this shit that we're doing right now, to be honest, that thing doesn't scare me at all. Neither does Jigsaw. So I guess I'll say it again later. D tier. I'd put it on the list of things I'm not terrified of at all for some reason.
That's fine with me.
That movie, for some reason, I do not fuck with horror movies. I can watch every Saw movie in a row. Don't give a fuck.
I love
Don't
Saw
know why
movies.
those movies don't scare me at all.
No, I get that. Now, see, the thing with Saw was Saw wasn't really it wasn't really scare factor. It was
it's
gore
not
factor.
horror. Yeah, it's not really
Yeah.
horror. It's
It was gore, yeah.
It's the blood and the gore that
That's
makes
like
those movies.
with movies like House of Wax and shit like that. Like it's not meant to scare you. It's more so to make you feel unease.
Yeah.
It's
I've
meant to
seen that
make
before.
you feel that
uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thriller portion of it,
Yeah.
like the thriller / horror portion
Yeah.
of it. And like
I
some of
used to
those really
love
do
those
nail it on the
movies.
point. Like some of them really do nail it, and that's what Saw was really good at early
Yeah.
on. Was like
There was
they were the
just
only
so many
ones.
of them.
Yeah, they were the only ones going that graphically into detail about how they are killing the people in their shows, and the ways that they are doing it were.
The other movies that do good like that are The Collector and The Collection. Have
Yeah,
you seen those?
I've heard of those. I haven't seen them, but I've heard of those. Yeah.
It's one of the first, like the first version of it, like the first movie is called, I think it's Collector, and I think the second one's Collection. And it's the first movie I had seen in a while where like the bad guy wins
Oh wow.
in the first movie. They're so good. You have to watch them.
Because I know Jeepers Creepers was like that in the first movie too.
They're so good.
He wins in the end, believe
Yeah.
it or not. But on to the next one, which is kind of a little bit of a curveball. I added this one on here for some of the younglings that grew up with me and my age range.
And some Goosebumps.
With Goosebumps. Now there was another one that I wanted to add, but this list was already big.
Yeah.
Which was the mask from Goosebumps. If anybody remembers the mask episode where the kid goes to a Halloween store and buys a haunted mask.
The movie.
Puts it. No. There's an episode of Goosebumps. I know what I'm talking
there a
about.
movie about
There
it?
is a movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
there's a movie, but
completely
that's not what I'm
different.
talking about. It's completely different.
Different mask.
It's a different mask. It's a completely different thing. That's why I said it's an episode of Goosebumps, and it was based off of a book they had already made. But I remember reading the book in like 4th grade, 3rd grade, and then when they started re-releasing those episodes, I was like, oh, fuck. I watched it. It scared the piss out of me. But it's basically this kid goes into a Halloween store, buys this mask from this creepy vendor, just because he needs a quick Halloween costume to go trick-or-treating with this girl that he likes or whatever. And he's also trying to scare her or whatever because it's the 90s. The way that you get a girl to like you is you go out and scare the piss out of her on Halloween. And then she goes, oh, you're actually kind of cute. Oh, wait, here. That's how it goes. That's how every kid did it in the 90s. They were like radical, and then,
So
yeah.
every kid thought it went.
Yeah,
the
and they went and
90s.
played Pogs in the alleyway, you know.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
Pogs are sick. But no, he ends up buying this mask, puts it on. The mask ends up getting attached to his skin and forms to his body, and he can't take it off. So his face becomes this grotesque, fucking wrinkled up, demonic, sharp teethed mask. And it's like an 8-year-old kid. Like, yeah, Google it and look at it. It's fucking as an 8-year-old kid, scared the piss out of me because it's like 8 o'clock. It's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. I ain't watching shit because
that
that
is the
shit
one
is
I was
watching
talking
me.
about.
That's not Jim Carrey's.
No, I'm not talking about the movie The Mask.
No, but that's
it was
that's
the
the episode.
Goosebumps
Yeah, that's
is
the
what I'm
episode.
talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, that's the episode.
Yeah, I had it on VHS. That's actually the only Goosebumps thing I've ever seen.
Yeah,
That's what I was talking
Yeah,
about. I wasn't
so
talking about the movie.
that shit terrified me.
They have that on VHS. I thought it was a full blown movie. I guess it was just an
No,
episode.
it's just episode.
Yeah, just an
Just
episode.
a single
Just episode.
episode on a VHS.
Yeah, because they used to do that back in
weird.
the day. Power Rangers did the same thing where they'd give you a VHS that had 2 episodes of Power Rangers on it. Had 2 episodes.
some
And
reason, I
trust
thought
me,
it
I
was a
knew the
full-blown
choreography to both of them bitches. I knew every bit of choreography in both of those episodes of Power Rangers.
Jesus.
Yeah, I do
exactly
remember
what
that.
it was. It was the episode where the pig came in and ate all the food at the banquet, and then they had to feed him spicy food because he swallowed all their weapons, and they had to make him throw it all up. I remember that episode. I watched it entirely, and I knew all the choreography for it, and I still do. Love it. Go ahead and throw that little motherfucker in C tier because he scared me like a motherfucker as a kid, but he don't really scare me now because once again he's just a doll. He was a possessed doll.
You can bump him to B because I do not fuck with dolls.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
say B too, yeah.
That's fine. That's fine with me because he. So here's the thing: is like he was definitely more of like the wooden puppet. So he had a lot more durability and structure to be
Yeah.
like an actual threat.
Yeah.
Compared to some of the other things that might be on this list. But yeah.
Which
so
one's
now,
this?
Kiana, this one is you. This one's going to be entirely on you. I don't know. I've never seen 13 Ghosts. Is what this is from.
Okay, I have
Such a
no
good
idea.
movie.
I have heard nothing but high praises for the
Such
movie.
a good
but never seen it
movie.
myself.
That bitch is the Jackal.
Yeah,
and
you
I
did.
don't care what anybody says. She's S tier. That bitch is scary. And when she comes out of her, because they have them in like glass cages.
Yeah.
And when their seals open up is when the door slides open and it releases
Elimination Chamber
13 different ghosts.
style. Yeah.
And she is the scariest bitch in those. And
Mm.
she is wild. And if she catches you, she just tears you to absolute shreds. She is horrifying.
Okay. I mean, hey, if you say S tier, I'll believe you.
I
'cause
would
mean,
die.
We're just this one of those
She would-
situations. We're just gonna have to take your word.
She
for it.
Yeah.
would come out and it would be death. Like there would be no chance. I just pass away.
Instant shock.
I'd pass away before she even got to me.
Right,
It's
instant
dead.
shock. Okay. Okay. I can get behind that.
If you ever watch the movie, you'll understand. You'll have to watch it because it's so.
We'll have to watch it
so
together.
good.
We'll have to watch it together. We'll have to make we've said it before. We'll have to make a literal list of movies to watch, and then when we have
make
like
them in
free,
Google Keep.
right? We'll just keep doing it in the Keep notes, and then when we get free time during the week, or we could just like message the group
Just
chat
add
and be like,
movies to
"Hey,
it, yeah.
like who's free this week? What's our free days this week? Who wants to watch a movie?" And then we just get together and do
It's
some
so
shit.
good. And it's got, oh, shit.
It's got
what's his
Shaggy
name?
in it.
Yeah, him.
It's got Shaggy in it.
Yes,
Yeah, his
him.
sexy ass. He was hot in that movie. I can't think of his name, but yeah, I do remember seeing images of him,
can't
and I'm
remember his
like,
name
yeah,
either.
he's attractive. He's attractive.
It's a good movie. Anyways,
attractive.
Scott, there's your Jaws.
Yeah, Jaws.
I-
Now I'll be real with you. I kind of understand. I don't know your story for it yet, but like off rip, I can tell you I do understand the fear
Yeah.
for this because they're. As a kid, I was very scared of sharks. I'm still scared of the ocean, still terrified of the ocean. Like, that might be the black in me, whatever, but I hate the
See,
big
if
open
someone's
bodies of
farther
water.
out than me, then I'm good.
I'm about to say, I hate big ass open bodies of water. Like, lakes and shit, that's fine. Ocean, no thank you. And Jaws is one of those reasons why I don't fuck with sharks bigger than the size of my hand. If it's not in a fish tank in somebody's living room, I don't want to deal with it.
So the reason why I wanted sharks on here is because I think minimum B tier. I'm gonna be honest, like minimum B tier. I am not technically very afraid of sharks. I guess I'd give it a 50-50 split if I would agree, but I know Brittany would love to do swimming with the sharks at some point.
I
would
want to do
never.
I want to do
never.
shark cage diving.
Never.
Jesus.
Never.
I don't know about that.
Never.
But the reason why I
Never.
wanted it on this list is because I went to California with my dad and my stepmother this year.
Cali.
And well, it wasn't exactly for a good reason. We went there for a
Right,
funeral,
but still Cali.
But we went there and I went and saw the ocean for the very first time. My dad has been a truck driver his entire life. He's been everywhere. He's
experienced
seen it
yeah.
all. But this was one of the movies that came out when he was younger, and he told me that he has not stepped 1 foot in an ocean ever since he watched this movie because that he is absolutely terrified of sharks.
And I mean,
so
like,
is my mom.
and Jaws is a big fucking shark. Like,
it was
that's
a
the
big
thing.
movie when it came
That
out.
was the thing too. Was like, so like, because a lot of people don't understand because they look at Jaws and they go, "It's just a fucking shark." Why is this movie so like? Why did it do what it did to people back in the
Right.
day? And
'Cause
it's
that-
like y'all gotta
that motherfucker
understand.
was the size of the boat.
I was like, yeah, y'all gotta understand. Like, this wasn't just a great white shark. This was the great white shark. Like they literally made Bruce in Finding Nemo because of Jaws. Like, the reason Bruce is so cartoonishly gigantic in there is because
Yeah.
Jaws was actually that fucking big. Like, and he's literally the closest thing to like a real life megalodon that we had representation for in cinema at that time. And I'll tell you, when we're not pushing horror films all the time, and the ones that do come out are ones like The Exorcism and I don't know, like Shining and shit like that, you can fit in a good shark movie if you know what
Yeah.
the fuck you're doing. And damn it, they knew what the fuck they were doing because they still scare people till this day. And like, I agree with you. I'll put them at B. I could agree with you there.
Yeah, B.
I could agree with you there. B for the Sharks. Although I will say I do miss watching Shark Week. I will say I do miss watching Shark Week.
my
They still do Shark Week.
entire life, I thought Shark Week was talking about the show where they try to sell people things. or try to get
Oh,
people
you're
to
talking
join
about Shark
their,
Tank.
Yeah, I thought every time. I swear to God, I never actually watched Shark Week, and as I got older and saw Shark Tank, I thought that's what everybody was talking
Oh my
about.
God.
No, dog.
And well,
Shark
it took me a long time to figure out I was wrong the entire time.
Shark Week was fire. It was the only time that you can get me to actually chime in to National Geographic for a full week. Like a full week. I would tune in every once in a while if I caught an animal that I thought was cool or
Yeah.
whatever. But like Shark Week, I would come home from school and turn that
Yeah.
shit on.
I used to watch it with my mom.
ate. Yeah, I would like come home and have
was a
like
very popular
my
thing.
ceremonial ramen noodle bowl after school. And while I was making that, it was one of two things.
Very fitting.
It was one of two things. It was either Beyblades or Shark Week. and oh man, I still to this day when I have a bowl of ramen noodles, I still want to watch Beyblade. The Terrifier. Clown from the Terrifier. The terrifying clown.
I think his name's Arnie or something.
He
I'm about to
looks
say,
familiar,
I've
but I do not
never-
know this one.
He's so scary.
He's scary as shit. Like genuinely.
I have a fear of clowns anyways, but I want to watch the Terrifier movie so bad, but I can't because he freaks me the fuck out.
See, and I'm not big on like I don't have a fear of clowns like y'all do. Like that. Like they do definitely have like their points where I'm like, all right, y'all a little
Oh
creepy.
no, we'll touch on this
like
later.
chill out. Like that was a little creepy. But
There's
chill out.
the one is
But-
Just talking about it gives me goosebumps and I hate it.
Sorry. It probably sounds terrible, but there was like a glob of spit that was on my microphone. Was that bad? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
We could edit it
he's-
out in post,
He's
but-
scary as shit.
Yeah,
I don't care what anybody says.
I mean, he's a clown with like the
and he's a serial killer clown. Like
Serial
he just
killer
runs.
clown.
The third movie that just came out, I think it's the third one that just came out, has such a gory, bad scene in it that made people like vomit and leave the theaters.
Ooh. I mean, so like
what like
now.
A?
Okay, so here's what I'll say on that. Because some people just got pussy stomachs. I'm going to be real. Some people got bitch stomachs and don't
Yeah.
need to be going and watching shit that makes them stomachs turn like a bitch. Because my mom told me whenever the Exorcist movie came out, because of the vomiting scenes in there and all that shit, like they were making people throw up left or right of the movie theaters too. And I
That'd
was
be different
like,
because some people can't deal with vomit.
and that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
seeing somebody
I was
else
like, that
throw
makes
up
more
makes me
sense.
wanna throw
That
up.
makes more sense. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
I can't.
I was like, that's cool. I'm like, but if it's nothing like that, I don't see why this shit. I mean, there's a couple things in like. There's a couple things if they're done right, like the way that certain people can die in movies. If they're done right, they make me go, like because I spoke on House of Wax earlier, and there's a moment in House of Wax that every single time I see it, I do feel like I'm going to throw up because just the idea of what this person does. Oh, even now I'm getting that lump in my throat because it's literally a scene where somebody's standing and talking to somebody and there's a metal grate below them and somebody's underneath them under the grate and they take the grate and lift it up slowly and put their hand up right behind them with scissors and they snip their Achilles tendons right there on the spot. Literally just sitting there and you just see it and you just they line it up, open the scissors right behind their tendon, and then it flashes up to the person's face, and then you hear that, and it's just every single time. It's like literally the one movie thing that every time it happens, my stomach turns so bad because I'm like, just the idea of popping an Achilles tendon as a human being
We're gonna have to
already
put a
makes my stomach
caution at the
turn.
beginning of this episode.
Yeah.
That sounds
Yeah,
terrible.
it's bad. It's bad.
I think he's A tier.
I'd say A tier or S tier, honestly. I mean, like, he would scare the ever-living piss out of me. I'm not scared of clowns like that, but
There's
he'd scare
a
the
clip
piss
in
out
the third movie where he I think he murders Santa Claus, and this is like in the middle of either like a mall or a toy store or something, and he sits there in the chair with the Santa Claus beard and covered in blood,
Oh,
and has
God.
like kids sit on his lap. It's wild.
Crazy movie. The Predator.
I would die.
This honestly is an S tier.
I wouldn't survive. Yeah.
This is an S tier. I don't know if you've ever seen Predator, so let me explain
Yeah.
to you what the Predator does. The Predator is an intergalactic body hunter. He literally just hunts for body parts to add to a collection so that they can tally up what's out in the world. They're just galactic bounty hunters, and that's it. They just want their own shit. Their abilities include the ability to steal speech and reuse it. So basically, they can mimic voices. So the moment they hear you talk, anything that you just said, like, hey, Bill, how's the weather? And that specific facet and everything can say it back to you perfectly. On top of that, they have perfect cloaking. Literally, if they stand still, they have an invisibility camo that literally blends them in with everything like a chameleon, and it is see-through. They have heat vision.
Heat vision. Yep, they can see you.
There's no S tier. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no shot.
It's literally, and the thing
They're
is,
S-tier.
and the thing
The
is
voice
too.
mimicry got me.
The thing is too. Dude, it's so bad. It's so.
The thought of having absolutely no shot of getting away from that terrifies me.
Yeah, it's
dude.
Just, you better be like a Navy SEAL or something to even have a chance.
S-tier monster, S-tier movies
Yes.
too. Movies are bad fucking ass.
The
We
Nun?
will have to watch the Predator movies.
That is The
Scott.
Nun.
The Nun, S-tier,
That bitch S tier.
S-tier,
S tier.
S-tier, S-tier.
The
I can't listen to
movies
Tiptoe
are
Through the Tulips
horror-
without seeing
Yeah.
this bitch
The
anymore.
movies are so terrifying.
Yeah, I'd never seen the movies, but anything that involves an old nun demon thing is already.
She's so scary. It doesn't matter. She's
Oh yeah,
terrifying.
it wasn't like her thing. Like wasn't her thing like because like in the end of the movie, didn't they like take the picture of the guy at the end of the movie and that was real. That scene fucked with me. It was so terrifying. The end of the movie, basically the dude who's trying to exorcise the nun and an older lady who's also trying to help exorcise the nun. Basically, there's a photograph, and they find out that the nun has been traveling through photos and through mirrors, all this other shit like that. And basically, the woman, the older lady, finds out that the nun has not been chasing the family they've been trying to exorcise the demon from. The nun's been chasing him. It's been chasing him the whole time.
His whole life, and he's got like pictures where you can see it in the
her
background.
in the background, and they start
it
going
gets
through
closer.
and it's literally her sitting in the room, and she's going through the images, and every image she's getting closer and closer and closer and closer and closer
And at
until the
one
last
point
image is literally her right hand, her hand right behind him, and then she sees him, he like says something, she pans up, looks at him, terrified as shit. She has the camera in her hand still, and she takes a picture of him, and he freaks out and goes, "Why would you do that? Why would you do that?" And literally starts choking her out. And you just watch it go from her face, all the color leave her face. Then the next image is him panicking, standing up, walking out, and then it pans over to the photo, and it's the nun has taken over his body completely and literally is
terrifying.
Oh my God. It is one of the most like spine-chilling moments for recent movies, like when it comes to horror. I love it. I agree, S tier. Annabelle.
You explaining that made me forget where I was sitting, and all I could do was picture that.
And it's terrifying.
And I'm good.
It's so terrifying.
Annabelle's terrifying.
Annabelle is terrifying.
S tier.
I
cannot stand these dolls.
It's A tier for me because it's still just a doll.
Yeah, but
I understand.
you
It's
can't
just a doll.
burn
You
her,
can kick
you
it.
can't break her. You can't. Have you seen the Annabelle
No.
movies? Oh, okay. You can't do anything to her. If you throw her out, she appears again. You can't light her on fire like she's a demon.
Porcelain dolls terrify the absolute fuck.
What's funny
dolls,
though is the real Annabelle doll is a Raggedy Ann doll.
Yeah.
It looks like a porcelain doll from here.
That's the movie.
That's
Annabelle.
the movie's doll. No, the
real
doll it's based
Annabelle
off of is a Raggedy
Ann doll. But yeah, she's S tier because that bitch can't die. She's literally a demon.
Okay.
I don't know what this one is.
This is Jeepers fucking Creepers.
Yeah, thanks, Winston.
Jeepers,
I know of it, don't know it.
creepers.
This was the first like 2000s horror movie that really actually did something to my psyche and how I looked at being out in the middle of nowhere with my
Driving through
grandparents.
cornfields still freaks me out.
That's so. My grandparents lived out in the middle of the
Freaks me out
country,
here
and I had to
everywhere.
go there every fucking weekend. And the reason why I don't like horror movies is because my grandparents loved the Sci-Fi Channel. That was their go-to chill-out channel at the end of the night. So it was either I go in and play Nintendo, or I go watch the Sci-Fi Channel with my grandparents, which they just loved horror movies for some reason. We're just horror movie nuts.
Me.
And the one time that I decided to finally sit down with them and watch a movie that they watched, it was fucking Jeepers Creepers. And they live about 20 minutes out from Springfield. And so like everything around it is all corn.
Cornfields. It's terrifying.
all a cornfield.
I still freak out in the dark when I drive through cornfields.
Their
It freaks me
closest
out.
neighbor was 2.5 miles up the road, and it was my fucking uncle.
You can tell I've never seen this movie because I don't get
Yeah.
terrified.
Bro,
of
so
Yeah.
he's a
cornfields at all.
literal demon who has wings. He drives a big, gigantic metal box truck that is made out of nothing but scraps. It has a fucking gigantic semi-truck horn on it that literally honks at the sound of a whale's moan. And it literally, he's as fast as lightning, as strong as fucking all get out. He has demon weapons. And on top of that, he literally uses your body parts to build himself up and make himself better.
Yeah, that's his truck.
I'm just trying to. You said he had wings, so I was curious.
Yeah,
so I was
he
trying to
wears a trench
understand
coat.
the
He
point
wears a
of.
trench coat and a fedora as his main thing, but at the end of the movie, when he finally reveals himself, he literally stands up, manly figure, demon bat wings. Yeah. Oh my God.
That's
scary.
You said he had wings, and I was like, why is he driving a truck?
Bro, because he literally carries all his weaponry.
Because he carries all the weapons in
He
it.
carries all
When
his
you originally
weaponry,
said it, you
and
hadn't
he
mentioned
puts
that yet.
you like in the newest movie, which was ass. But the newest movie, there is a scene that was really fucking cool because he uses his truck for the first fucking time, other than to just ram people off the road, and it has like a harpoon on the back end of it, and it's these guys that he found out in the middle of a field that he was trying to fuck with at a certain point in the movie. They're all running away, and they're all trying to like fucking like break apart and shit like that and split off. He uses the harpoon to grab one dude, sticks him right in the fucking leg, presses a button, and starts just slow pulling him back to the fucking truck. Oh my God. And then he pulls out a giant fucking javelin and does one of these. Just fucking.
I want a javelin so
He just
bad.
fucking does one of these, lines it the fuck up, and just goes. And right when he does it, he throws it and it lines the two dudes up and it sticks through them like a fucking kebab. It is such a cool scene in a terrible movie. Because outside of that, that movie fucking sucks. The movie fucking sucks. But that scene's cool. Go ahead and throw him in A tier. He's not necessarily like S.
Doesn't he only come out every so often?
He only comes out like in the movie he came out like during the newest movie he came out during the day. When you've seen him, really you only seen him at night.
Like he was like time spans.
I think
before
so.
He came out.
I think so. I think he has like a certain like
Yeah.
like
I could be dead ass wrong, but for some reason my brain says 13 years.
I mean, hey, if that's the call and that's correct, cool.
Good guess.
I don't know.
That's
Maybe
a great
We'll
guess.
see.
We'll
This
see.
is
Well,
from Little Shop of
Put right or wrong
Horrors.
right
Little Shop of
here.
Horrors.
It's a big ass Venus trap.
Feed me, Seymour. Feed me. Which, by the way, that was actually really good. If you've never seen the movie, that actually wasn't bad.
I think he's like C.
He's like C tier.
Yeah.
It's basically Petey Piranha. It's basically the piranha plant from Mario, but it
It's
can
just
talk.
a Venus flytrap.
Okay.
It's just Petey Piranha, but he
C
can
tier.
talk. He has, the ability to use vines, grab you up, eat you. Big man-eating plant.
That one scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
Now, so I'm going to go ahead and say S tier because this is actually
Yeah.
the devil. This is literally the devil. That, like, the demon,
Don't raise your eyebrows.
the overall one angel fallen from heaven to literally roll the pits of the underworld. Yeah, that's him. That's an S tier.
Yeah.
That's an S tier.
I had no arguments. That
Depending
scared
on,
the
it doesn't
shit
matter
out of
what
me.
your religious beliefs are. That's the devil in that movie. That's an actual being that just possesses whatever it wants and does whatever it wants. It could have done so much more in that movie if it wanted to.
Yeah.
It was a
It
pretty
just
old
chose
movie.
not to.
Yeah.
Like, they get way more creative with the future exorcism movies because there's at least like 4 or 5 more, I'm pretty sure. Because there's like this, The Exorcism of Emily Rose,
Right,
The
but
Last
that's the
Exorcist, all this
iconic-
other shit.
There's just
That's
a new
the
one that
one.
came out last year.
Yeah,
This
there's
year
one that
something.
came out not too long ago. So like, there's a bunch of them. Now this is
That's the boy from The Grudge.
this is the boy from Shuhan's Grudge.
He is terrifying.
This little boy scares the piss out of me.
I say
only
like
version of
A
this-
tier.
He's A tier because I swear to God, if there is ever a time where a little kid in a dark hallway came out and went.
And crawls. I can't. The crawling in movies freaks me out. It's that or the one where she like crawls with her legs over. I can't. The crawling.
So the next one.
The crawling freaks me out.
The
He's
next
A
one
tier.
crawls a lot.
And another thing too, I will say.
He hisses like a cat and he meows too.
It was on the. I have a thing on The Exorcist because my mom, when she watched it as a kid, she talked about how she was super terrified of it, would never watch the movie again. Well, she rebought it on DVD to show it to me when I was younger, to try to scare me as much as it scared her. The thing was she didn't realize that the movie that she had bought came with deleted scenes.
Oh, God.
That were never in the theatrical release.
She saw new shit.
Oh,
So
God.
she saw shit that she never seen when she was a kid, and there was a scene in the movie. It is. Oh my God, it terrified me too. I will say, like, there was no scenes in that movie that really did it other than that scene. And it's literally, they're walking through the living room. It's the mom and the priest. They're walking through the living room. The possession has not fully gone through, but it's starting. The process is happening. And he's walking in, they're talking, and the mom just looks up and goes, "Oh my God!" And it's her daughter doing an upside down crab walk down the stairs with blood pouring out of her mouth down her fucking face. And it's literally like spider crawling. And it's at the pace of a spider.
It made my eyes water.
It literally, because it's such a, that's the thing about these old horror movies too. Is like a lot of these movies now play off of music and sound very well. Old horror movies didn't do that a whole lot. So it's literally a lot of just dead talking with no background audio, and then it's just her screaming, "Oh my God," at the top of her lungs, then flash cut to little girl upside down, spider crawling with blood pouring out of her mouth down the stairs. It is, oh my God. My mom had to literally leave the room at like age 28, leave the fucking room because it was just the most terrifying thing she had seen, and she had never seen it when she was a kid.
That freaks me out. I can't.
It was so bad. It was so bad. But yeah, Juhan's Grudge. I'd say he's A.
A tier.
He says A. He's A.
I was taking a word. The only version of that kid that I've ever seen is from Scary Movie.
Yeah, which is the most one
That
of the
bitch
most.
is S tier.
Oh yeah, Juhan's.
Stop. That shit creeps me out. I used to have to jump. I used to have to jump from my doorway to my bed because I would be so scared that she would grab me from underneath my bed.
I hope my mom doesn't watch this episode because she literally shudders at that noise. If
then-
I walk around the house and do that and she doesn't see me, she will have a mental breakdown. My stepdad used to do that to her because he took her to go see it in theaters, and he used to.
And you know why she makes that noise is because her neck is broken.
Yeah.
That's her trying to breathe.
Yeah. So she's just going.
I'm just gonna take y'all. Nope.
I used to think she would try and get me from underneath my covers.
Yeah,
and in
because
the shower with that head.
Yeah, there's a scene in the movie where the girl is laying in bed watching TV. She's watching TV, and there's nothing happening. And then all of a sudden, she gets the urge to lift up the blanket. She lifts up the blanket. The bitch is under the blanket.
It's so scary.
The bitch is under the blanket, like on her legs,
And
like
then
ready
there's
to
a
pull her
scene
under.
where she's washing her hair in the shower, and she reaches back, and there's a hand coming out of the back of her
Grudge's
head.
hand is literally coming out of her head. She damn near does a full like finger lock with the hand coming out of the back of her head.
Those movies are so scary.
I love this because I'm
They're
loving
so
him.
scary.
He's so like y'all.
Oh, they're so scary.
He's so tightened up. He was sitting there just like.
It's so scary, bro.
I do not fuck with horror movies.
Oh.
This is uncomfortable for me.
This is great.
God,
this
it's
is
so
welcome
scary.
to the
She's
time.
S tier. I don't
Oh
care.
yeah, she's S tier.
Shout
Welcome
out
to the time of the year that we celebrate the most, and yet we still hate everything
God.
that comes with it outside
I
of the
love it
dressing
so
up.
much. I love it
This
so
is
much.
the first time you'll ever hear me say this, but shout out to the people who didn't like last week's video.
Oh my god!
I don't have to go to a haunted house.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, by the time that y'all like that shit will be dead. We won't have to worry about that.
Haunted houses will be closed.
Anyways, Leatherface.
Now, okay, so
I thought these movies were more funny than they were anything else.
I was gonna say now,
It's
I think
to watch a
he's like a C or B tier.
C tier.
for the people who were in the movies, watching them do the exact opposite of what is the smart idea to get out of the situations that they're in was fucking hilarious to me.
Yeah.
And they died because they're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
He's C tier.
He's fine. There's no shot. I mean, he's scary for sure, but like, if you make the right decisions, you can get away from him.
He's S or A tier.
Freddy is A tier.
I would put S. The fact that I can't sleep scares me.
Freddy's A tier. Freddy is by far. I will put on note. Freddy is like my favorite horror movie icon. Like one of, if not the. Just because he is by far one of the most creative, like motherfuckers when it comes to this serial killing horror game. He's one of the most creative dudes when it comes to it.
Because he uses their dreams against them.
Yeah,
and realistically,
your dreams.
it's whatever your dream
fucks
is.
with you so many ways over.
And that used to fuck me up, dude.
And then like Freddy versus Jason.
I was gonna say, to say, the Freddy versus Jason made me have nightmares when I was
I
little.
actually really like that movie.
And it's a good movie.
Weird.
It's a very good movie. Yeah, I'd say A or S. It don't really matter to me.
We'll do A.
What do you see,
Ghostface.
TMC? What do you say? A or S? You think A is cool? A fine? All right, cool.
You also don't watch horror movies.
Ghostface.
Got it.
Ghostface. Now, so
what you got under that mask?
I'm gonna say it's a C tier because I'm gonna be real. It's just the dude in a cloak and a mask. Like comparatively
With
to
a
everything
kitchen
Or a
else.
girl, if you've seen the new scary movies.
See, I
I
didn't
heard
know
the
that.
new
new
one was
Screams.
all phone related. And I was
There's
like,
two of them. It's
just
one
fucking
they have
ruined it.
Jenny Ortega in them.
Oh, okay.
But they
Oh,
also
yeah, I do
bring
remember seeing
back
Jenny
the
Ortega.
old people too.
Oh, that's kind of sick. That's kind of sick.
I say C tier too. That's fine.
I say C.
Yeah.
Like he's
He's
cool.
not that bad.
That's the bitch from The Ring that crawls
Yeah,
out of
that is the bitch
well.
from
Oh
Ring,
shit! I thought
yeah.
that was the other bitch.
No, she crawls like a crab, where her like back leg comes over the front one.
I
And
thought that was the same bitch. Is that not the same bitch?
She's all glitchy. Who?
Is that not the same girl?
That's The Ring, I think.
Are they
I
not
thought
the
other one
same
was
girl?
The Ring. I thought the one that's S tier was the Ring.
Oh, that's The Grudge then, right there.
Well,
so
the Grudge
other
is
ones,
the Asian little boy too. So yeah, because it was a girl and a boy, wasn't
yeah,
it? For the
in
Grudge.
The Grudge, yeah.
All right, so then just go ahead
So-
and
I
throw it
thought
A
that
tier.
was the Poltergeist.
No, that's yeah.
Go ahead and throw it A tier.
Yeah.
Yeah, just throw it up A tier because the Grudge.
What is that? Oh, that's from Bloody Valentine.
That's
gonna
the
be
one
your
that
call.
neither one of us knew
That's
what
gonna
it
be
was
your call.
from.
I say like C tier.
Okay. Now Michael Myers.
Michael Myers.
Here
Mikael
lately,
Myers.
he's
is
become too comedic
unkillable.
for me.
Yeah, Michael Myers, for a guy to just be a guy,
But
he
he's
is
a
the most
strong
indestructible
guy,
guy
yeah.
ever.
He's strong.
Like literally, I watched him literally get jumped by the whole town in the last movie. Still killed all the people.
And lit on
literally
fire.
the whole town went, fuck Michael. We finally got him. We have him surrounded. Beat his fucking ass. That mindset lasted for a solid 2 minutes and 46 seconds. That motherfucker would proceed to get the fuck up, grab a dude's hand with a knife in it, make him stab himself, and then killed everybody else on that block and
Yeah,
got the fuck
he's
away.
wild.
That dude Mike can't be killed. Cow! He can't be killed. S tier.
Yeah, S tier.
He is like literally he is a human. He is a human who just can't die.
So this is Pinhead from Hellraiser.
That one I knew.
S tier. I'm gonna be real. He's S tier for me. He struck fear in my
And
soul.
I don't know if you've seen, they have a TV show for it too. It just came out like last year, the year before.
I won't watch it.
Terrifying.
I won't watch it. I won't watch it.
It's terrifying.
I won't watch
He's
it.
S tier.
I
It's
won't watch
fire.
it. I'm about to say you won't catch me watching it. S tier. Yep. Throw him
Chucky.
up there. Chucky. So on the level of how scared I would be initially, if I like grown man me, I walk into a room, I seen Chucky has a knife, I'm like, oh fuck, like oh shit, fuck,
Yeah.
like I'm terrified, like off rip. But then I remember I'm a grown 26-year-old man with grown 26-year-old man muscles. I'm also human. He's also a doll. So what do? Kick that knife out of his hand, go pick his little bitch ass up, and then throw him underneath the semi-truck in the road, and now I win this fight. So go ahead and, for me, he's a solid C tier. Because, like, Chucky is scary,
I'd be-
but he's not,
I
like...
say put B.
I was like...
Because he
B.
still comes back.
He's just a possessed doll, and if you kill the doll, he just possesses a different doll.
Yeah, he does.
I kill his ass every fucking time. He's still just a
So-
doll. He's, comparatively to the other dolls, his structural integrity is much weaker.
That's why the other dolls are higher.
Yeah. This is the girl from The Orphan.
So...
I don't know this one.
But she's human, so.
She's just a human. She's literally just a girl who is
A woman.
old. She's literally not even a girl. She's a woman, playing as a girl to try to fuck her adopted mother's husband.
And then murders
And
them.
then murdered them and basically,
I say
Oh,
she's
she's
like
just psychotic.
she's just a psychopath.
yes.
But also it's based off a true story.
Yeah.
It actually happened.
I say C tier because she's
C
insane.
tier because
yeah.
it's based on a true story. If it wasn't based on a true story, it'd be D tier
Jason?
for me. That is also going to be either A or S for me.
I say S.
I'd be more A.
I honestly am going to lean more towards
then
A
do
because
A.
if I throw a bucket of water on that man, he's struggling for the next hour.
Yeah.
A is fine.
He's
Like, really, if I throw a
heavily
bucket
terrified
of
of
water
water.
on that man, he will struggle for the next hour until his clothes get somewhat dry.
Here's Jigsaw.
Just a
I-
man.
D, I'm
He's a
still
D
putting-
tier.
I'm putting him in the same-
He's just a guy.
It's the same situation
He's just
earlier.
a
I
guy.
said the next time he pops up,
Well,
I'm going to
well-
put him in the same category as that doll.
Well, so here's the thing, though, is like,
I don't get it. That
so,
does not scare me.
but here's the thing. For him, though, it's not a matter of, are we scared of him?
Scared of what he can do.
It's scared of what he could do because the doll itself was just a doll. The doll
Right.
couldn't do anything other than be
know.
the
He's the
presentation.
face.
Yeah,
He's the face of.
but himself, he has pull. Like
Yeah.
he actually has leeway on whether or not I get this contraption hooked up to me and I actually die. I'd say personally, as a guy, I'm not terrified of him. If I seen him, I wouldn't be terrified of him. But what he could do to me, I'd say it puts him in about a C for me.
Yeah,
he's
that's
not like
fine.
he's not bottom of the barrel because, like I said, like
we're
him-
gonna have to call it even on C because I still think D. But
like
C's fine.
that's just he just doesn't.
the
I don't know why.
The leprechaun.
I'm the leprechaun.
This-
I'm the leprechaun.
This movie scared the shit out of me when I
I'm
was
the
a kid.
leprechaun.
He scared me too.
Either A or S.
Great Wayne's World 2 reference for all the people who've actually watched that movie.
A or S because he scared the fuck
He
out
should
of
be
me.
A tier for me.
I do A,
I
yeah.
love the leprechaun. I'm gonna be real with you.
S.
Love the leprechaun.
S.
There's no don't S. I know you want a rebuttal S.
I actually love Pennywise.
Well,
I don't
that's
know
cool
why
for
I
you,
hate him
S.
so much. I love Pennywise.
The movie ruined my life.
He's so fucking hilarious. That dude is fucking hilarious.
S.
Especially in the
Ruined
new one.
my life.
Especially in the new one.
I didn't
scene
watch
where-
the new ones because that one fucked me up.
There's a scene in the new ones where he's literally down by the lake and he's eating a kid in the bush, and they walk by and they look over and glance at the bush and they see him literally gnawing on a hand, and he takes the hand, picks it up, and looks at the kids and waves it and goes, "Hi." It's so good. Throw him an S tier.
I've seen
He's so
both
good. I
of the
love
new
him.
ones, and they're so fucking
I
scary.
love him. I love him to death.
That's
He's
the
from Trick or Treat.
trick or treat. Yeah.
Trunk or treat is what they do at church gatherings
Yeah, yeah.
because they don't want to
That's
make
why
you
I
go through
corrected
the hood.
myself. Trick or treat.
I say he's like A.
You know what I
tier.
meant.
He's such a murderous little thing, and he does kill people with that lollipop that he has.
I don't know nothing about it, but I'll take your word for
It's
it.
tier.
Justin's favorite Halloween movie.
A tier.
Hell yeah.
A's fine. Yeah, sure.
It's Tiffany.
I'd put her in the same section as Chucky. It's
Uh,
the bride.
On the scale of scary, she's about a C. On the scale of would I fuck it, that's an S. That's an S. Especially her voice actor. What's her
Put
name?
her in
Tilly?
B
What's her name? Like
tier.
Tilly something?
I don't know.
You don't know? Come on now. Don't do that.
I don't know her name.
Really?
I don't.
Oh, she's so popular too. Oh, hold on. I gotta look her up because she actually is like bad as fuck.
I-
And she's
I'd
still
put her
to
I
this
know
day
who
is
she
bad.
is.
I'd
She
put her
they
in the
have
same
a
slot as
Chucky.
Chucky.
They have a Chucky TV show, and she's in it.
Yeah, she's been in everything since she has been a
Yeah.
part of it. She's been a part of every movie
Yeah.
that could feature her a part of the story.
Yeah, she's also in the new TV show they put out.
the fact that it's a TV show is
I
kinda
put her in
wild.
B too.
Yeah, I put her in B. Like I
Yeah,
said,
just put her in the same spot as Chucky.
What is that? Oh, that's the alien.
The alien. from-
Jennifer Tilly. Jennifer
Jennifer
Tilly.
Tilly. So you knew
Yeah.
her last
I knew
name.
her last name, Jennifer Tilly. I'd
Picture.
cook her shit.
She looks familiar. She must have been in something. that I
She
know
was
of.
in the Chucky movies.
Yeah.
Like literally, like I'm gonna be real with you. What you would have seen her in is the Chucky movies. Like she wasn't in a whole lot of crazier popular shit that wasn't that. Bride of Chucky was such a smash hit too. Like she
Yeah.
was.
I've seen
She was
that movie
the
one
hottest
time.
thing in that fucking movie. Oh.
I've seen that movie
So
one
the
time.
alien.
This isn't an S tier. This is probably
Yeah.
the most S tier there ever could S tier.
Yeah.
This thing strikes so much fear in my
They're
soul.
so gross.
Oh my God. Y'all don't understand. I hate space. I hate space so much more than the ocean because of the idea that something like this does actually exist in the dark, deep depths of space. And the ideas that anything like this could be near anything like me scares the, like, I'm literally, like, I'm really,
I love the
me.
one with the queen.
It
the big
really
one.
scares the piss out of me.
I don't know
I
fuck all
love
about
it.
this.
Yeah, that's S tier.
They are
Just,
so,
just call it S tier.
there's a video game called Alien Isolation where it puts you in the fucking shoes of a survivor on the ship, and you have to try to escape while this fucker crawls through the vents and goes through everything, lays
That
babies.
little tongue they have.
It literally is a second head, dude. It has a second head in its mouth, and it literally punches
I've
through
seen a
your
picture.
fucking skull.
Alien babies.
Yeah, that's it. Literally, the face
The face
hugger.
suckers.
The face hugger is a little spider with a tail that literally latches onto your face and
goes
probes
down
your
your
throat,
throat.
literally to your fucking stomach, lays eggs in your stomach,
And you
then
explode.
they literally grow in under, I want to say it's like under 3 hours, 2 hours.
You
They
got
grow
about
at
half a
rapid
second
speed
through
and
more of the
break
story
out of your
before I
chest.
Throw up all over this table.
Yeah, they burst out of your chest.
It's one of, oh my God. There's a scene in Spaceballs where they make a reference to it where it breaks out of a dude's chest and then it goes on to a dining table. It's like they're at a space bar, like a space diner, like one of those old like 60s, like 50 diners or whatever. And dude's at the bar. He's like, oh, I think I ate something bad. Oh, fuck. And they're like, oh, lay him on the table, and they lay him out, and they like rip his chest open. And if you pay attention, it's actually the guy from the original Alien movie reprising the role. And it's literally like you see it, it's like, and it like breaks out of his chest, and he goes, oh no. Not again. And like passes out. The alien jumps out of his stomach, grabs a little mini cane and a top hat and goes, hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. And then runs off the fucking countertop. I love Spaceballs. That is one of my favorite movies, but The Alien is definitely an S tier. The last
Here's Johnny.
Here's Johnny.
I don't want to hurt you, Marianne. I just want to bash your fucking brains in.
This is the one thing that solidified this man as an actual label of fear. Like, I don't know any person who could convey what a psychopath actually looks like this man does.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
That little bit they did in Ready Player Go or what?
Ready Player One.
Ready Player One.
Ready Player Go is crazy.
I was halfway there.
Ready Player
you know what I
Go
meant.
is crazy.
You know what I meant.
Ready Player
Go.
Go.
But the little bit they did for The Shining in that movie was fucking solid.
That's like the 2B version.
He's like S or A tier
It was
for
still cool as
sure.
fuck.
It's the 2B version of Ready Player One. Ready Player Go.
Ready Player Go.
And it's just a bunch of mobile
Yeah,
games.
I say S or A.
It's a bunch of shitty mobile games like Doodle Jump. You say S or A? I'd say like B tier for me personally. Like
I'd say
he's
either B or A.
scary.
Okay,
He's
B.
scary, but like it's more of like the whole scenario that they're going through is terrifying. Cause like he is a scary motherfucker. Don't get me wrong.
It's kind of like that girl. It's just a psychotic ass dude.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
That's fine.
he's just like a terrifying guy.
That's
He's just
fine.
fucked up in the head.
B's fine. Yeah, B.
B is perfectly fine. All right, now, before we go ahead and give you guys the big flash cut of what this looks like, is there any adjustments we would want to make to this? Any kind of changes that we see where we can move anybody up or down or anything like that?
You good with everything that's on there? I'm good.
I feel there's a couple in C that I would move down to D, but
Which ones?
the plant
Okay.
would go down to D for me, and Frankenstein would go down to D for me.
I could accept that.
And I already said that I'd want Jigsaw at D, but you guys both said C, so that one stays
It's
there.
just, and it's mostly because like he's
Yeah.
not scary, but like he has
Is capable
pull.
of so
Yeah.
much.
He has pull. Like if it weren't for the fact of he is actually capable of putting me in the most terrifying situation I could be in while also being alone and I literally have nothing that I could do. like in most of
I
these.
feel like I could survive.
See, and here's the thing: is like
I'm willing to cut off a finger if it means that or cut off an
finger?
arm, a
dog.
leg.
See, that's
I don't
the
give a
thing.
fuck.
Like that's the thing is like it's never that simple. Like it's never that
Key
simple.
behind the eye.
Right. It's the contraption that's connected to your upper jaw and your lower jaw.
If I had to
that
rely
ticks
on
until
somebody
it fucking
else,
pops
I'd
open.
pass away. But if it was just me, I feel like I could do it.
I don't feel like I could. I would give up. I'd literally just wait for the embrace of death.
I could do it.
I would
I feel
literally.
it. Okay, let's move Frankenstein and the Venus flytrap down to D, and I think we're good.
Yeah, I'd say that's a good list. I'd say once we do that,
It's probably the heaviest S tier you're probably ever going to see. We'll see.
depending on, because I mean,
Yeah.
It depends on the category.
Depending, because we have talked about possibly doing a tier list for Christmas movies instead of doing a top 5 or top 10.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
hold your breath.
Yeah.
Because
That's
if
fair.
there's
There's a
anything
lot of
that
really
we
good
know,
Christmas movies.
we all love Christmas. I love you.
She loves Halloween more.
She loves
but
Halloween
I'm
more.
a Christmas
I
guy
love
over.
Christmas.
Yeah.
I love Christmas.
I'm a Christmas guy.
But let's go
all day,
ahead and
every
real
day.
quick pop up the tier list one last time.
We're gonna throw it up real big full screen that
full
everybody
screen. Give
that
you
way
one
everybody
last
gets a
look.
good image of everything that we
Yep.
chose and everything like that.
One
Give you,
last
like, a
big
couple seconds
look.
of that.
All right, get it off of there. Well. I think we can go ahead and do a song of the week and wrap this long ass Halloween
it's
special
gonna
up.
definitely
Yeah.
be a long
This
one
is a
today.
Halloween special for sure. You guys getting your money's worth. I hope you are having a good time because we sure fucking have.
I already have mine.
Yeah, I got
Did
mine.
we get community song of the week today? Did we notice?
I don't think
I
so.
made a post. I made a post through the page earlier. I don't know if anybody actually commented. Oh, also,
no, we do not.
real quick. Timberwolves beat the Raptors 112 to 101 tonight. Shout out to the Timberwolves. Yes, sir. We needed that W.
And no, we do not have a
We
community.
do not have community song of the week.
No
Okay.
community song of the week this week.
Let's get right into it then. Who's got their first song?
It sounds like we all did. Well, let me explain it. for
Oh yeah,
everybody.
go ahead. Yeah,
Explain it for
go ahead
everybody.
and drop that knowledge on those people.
So every week we do a song of the week, which is our song of the week. It's the song that we recommend to you guys that we're vibing with. Could be something we're vibing with today, something we've been vibing with our whole life, to be honest with you. If you like it, throw it in the comments. Let us know that you're enjoying these songs that we're all playing for you. If you don't like it, also let us know. You're probably wrong, but I mean, go ahead, do you, whatever. And if you ever want to find a location on where these songs are, whenever we say them, they'll pop up right above my head. In the wide view up here somewhere. And in the description below, we have our Song of the Week playlist on Spotify. Every song we've ever put in order of how they are said from the first episode all the way to now are in that description on that playlist.
Yes. So who would like to start us off with their first song of the week?
So we all did decide to go a little spoopy.
I
a little
went-
spooky.
I
A
went
little
spooky.
spoopy with these
Sense,
episodes, with these
sense.
songs. Just go full rotation. I went first last week.
I don't care. I did. It's a Nightmare Before Christmas, like version of the song.
Yeah.
It's the Kidnap the Santa Claus song,
Oh,
but it's by
yeah.
Korn,
Oh, that's
and
sick.
it's fucking great.
That's
I love
sick.
it so
I
much.
was waiting because she did say that there was a song from Nightmare Before Christmas that was made by Korn, or had a Korn
like a
rendition,
remix,
and I was
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
what
it's
song?
it's the
It's a
whole
cover, it's a
Kidnap the
cover.
Santa
Yeah.
Claus song by
That's
Korn.
so good. That's
It's
so
great.
good.
I love it.
Hell yeah, love that.
And mine is from the Ice Nine Kills album, where they did a song on every song on the album is based off of a different horror movie
Yes,
killer
they're
or
so
movie
good.
just in general.
Okay.
And mine is "The Jig Is Up," which is a song by Ice Nine Kills that is it's based off of Jigsaw.
Sick.
But they have every song on the album. They've got 2 albums that are based off of this. That every song is based off of a horror movie in general.
And when they perform, they are so theatrical with it. It's so good.
And if you watch the YouTube videos for those songs, they're all about 10-15 minutes long for each music, for every song, and they play connected like a movie.
That's
They're
crazy.
so good.
It's phenomenal. This
Sick
band
shit.
got way more popular the moment that they dropped these albums.
Oh god, yeah.
It really put them out there.
Al, what you got, homie?
Oh, I don't head better than Mike. So mine.
Let them see I'm talking to you.
Oh yeah, my fault, you guys. That's terrible. So
We went
real
first,
quick,
it's fine.
real quick. Go ahead and say your song again.
It was
Kidnap
it
the
was
Santa
on
Claus
her.
by Korn.
It was on us.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was it?
Kidnap the Santa Claus by Korn.
I got you. The Jig Is Up by Ice Nine Kills.
Yeah. Thank you. Because
get
I
what
wasn't in the wide shot,
I
so
got
you.
to throw them up there at top, hey, sorry. Mine is completely different from the both of y'all's.
Is it Halloween? Is it spooky?
So the only reason why it's even closely related to Halloween at all is because of the music video. Because outside of that, it has nothing to do with Halloween. But the music video is like a Frankenstein's monster music video where the guy is basically Frankenstein is basically creating the monster, but the monster is his wife. Instead of it being his monster, he's creating a wife. The name of the song is called "Doing It All for My Baby" by Huey Lewis and the News. As you'll go along this journey with us, you will understand I am a huge fan of Huey Lewis and the News. Huge fan of Huey Lewis and the News.
You definitely made me enjoy them more than I did before.
They have really good music. And I feel like as you get older, you start to appreciate it a little bit
more.
Not a Halloween song. No, not a Halloween song at all. I'm not even close to a Halloween-esque band by any means necessary.
The moment you said Huey Lewis and the News, I was like, that's not Halloween.
I
get what you're saying.
The music video is a very classic music video. It's literally like the band is on tour, but their bus breaks down. They have to repair the tire. The jack ends up falling out from underneath the van, and it crushes the lead singer, Huey. And so the band tries to pry him out, finds out he's dead. So they leave him to go find help, and Frankenstein walks up on him and snatches his body. And then they take him back, and the music video starts where he's basically bringing him back to life along with his future zombified wife as well. And it's doing it all for my baby. And at the end of the song, it's literally Frankenstein's monster singing the music. And it's such a good music video. Like I said, has the song itself nothing to do with Halloween.
The video,
but the video itself, once you watch it, you'll be like, all right, this is very much so that type of vibe. It's so good. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and move the camera over one last time to these sweet people so Kiana could say a few nice words to y'all.
Yep. Just make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share with all your friends and family. We are still on the way to 1,000 subscribers so we can get him his mullet.
Yes.
Bring Katie in here and get it on video and everything, and you'll have a mullet.
Oh, yeah.
We're working on it. We're working on it. We're on the grind. It's steady weekly episodes every Wednesday at 6 p.m. They always premieres. So if you want to hop in that chat, join us, have some fun.
We've got our stickers and everything. I've got my big one posted up on the back of my car.
Yep. We all do. The wife finally got hers up.
Yep. Absolutely.
We hand out stickers to almost any fan that we find out in public or people that we just feel like we would enjoy the podcast.
Yep. So just make sure, share with everybody.
Yep. We're also on the grind to get other forms of content. We've got 4 episodes currently recorded that we're working on getting out for you guys for the other games. And
for the
there's more than likely going to be other content in the future. We just don't know exactly what yet. If y'all have any ideas of what you would like to see from us, let us know.
Definitely.
And aside from that, always make sure to like she said, like, comment, subscribe, share our stuff with all your family and friends, and all the links to all of our socials are down in the description below if you want to follow us on literally anything.
Yep. Well, I mean, with that being, they really said it all. I mean, I really ain't got much else to say other than I love you. I'm glad you came through. I really do hope to see you again on the next one, hopefully with less of this shit, because I'll tell you, this really ain't all that comfortable. I look sexy as a bitch. I mean, I'll tell you, Naruto was a swaggy motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie, but this bitch is a little uncomfortable. But do definitely come back, see my bald head, not this hairy head. We love you. This has been a wonderful episode of Beauty and the Beards. We will catch you guys on the next episode. See ya!